Sunday theme. Hey guys, how are you today? It's an absolute honor to have you guys here participating. I love you all. $5, watch and pray. It's Friday night with the Pontiff. Rest in peace, Blue Shirt. You, my boy, Blue. Yes, rest in peace, Blue Shirt Buddha. I really do miss you. I miss you a lot. And I gotta tell you, Frozen Yukoner, we got Marcelo. Sovron is saying, Sovron, that's definitely a Series 1 E-Type from 61 onwards with the chrome headlight surrounds and sunken lights. I thought it was a Series 2. Maybe it's a Series 1. Holy shit. It could be a Series 1. Yes, indeed. Sovron, I'm good pick, good notice. Here we go. Hello, Sov. How are you? Sov. Sorry, Sirocco. How are you?
Sirocco.
I was wondering who you were talking to.
Sorry.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, it's great. And Frozen, how are you?
I've had better days, Archie. I've had better days.
What's wrong?
Yesterday I got the COVID shot, the third one, the booster, and I decided that it was a good idea to get the flu shot at the same time. So maybe that was
COVID shot, the third one, the booster, and I decided that it was a good idea to get the flu shot at the same time.
Frozen, my condolences to you there. Yeah, man, I understand, man. You got to be careful with these shots. They knock you out. I'd only do one shot at a time, to be honest with you.
Well, they had it there, and they were like, you can do both. So I thought, well, let's get it over with. But yeah,
that's like going to an orgy. You can do the big black guy in the corner, and you can do the rest of the women. But hey, it's not advisable. Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Just because it's available doesn't mean you should.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You know what I mean? Because it's always payback. After you've had your fun, he needs to have his fun.
Right. Right. Well,
Ken
anyways.
Fresno, $5. Welcome to Archie OG live stream starring Marcelo Time with special guest ArchieLuxury. Take it away, Marcelo. Fike me dead. Remember the last crew takeover. Marcelo's harmless. Marcelo's harmless. He's cool. He just wants to be part of the community. He wants to be a vlogger. That's all he wants to do in his life. He wants, Marcelo, he was in the what's that thing? Ubutsk in Israel. He was in those communal homes.
I was in the kibbutz.
He was in a kibbutz. And all he wanted to do, he's in this kibbutz. He thinks, you know what? I'd love to have a Japanese wife. I'd love to run my own business. I'd love to get some gold Rolex. And I'd love to be a YouTuber. That's it. That's all he wants. His dreams have come. Bear, you're looking amazing. What's happening with you, Bear?
I'm trying to match my shirt and my watch for tonight. It's a Funday Friday Funday, right?
Friday.
I want to look like a fun.
It's a fun watch. Fun. Oh my God, I love it, man. I love it.
Fun.
Frozen Yukoner, $2. Friday Fun Day with the Pontiff Whiskey Fund. And Wheelie New Zealand, $5. Archie. By the way,
you gotta do it proper. Archie, like
Archie. There, that theme song is the Funday theme song.
Oh, I get excited when I see that intro. You know that. Sylvia Crystal, Emanuela brings so many awesome memories.
The funny thing is, Bear, that movie, that was shot in Bangkok and Paris. Bangkok was so innocent then. Like even that bar, so you see the Johnny Walker red label, Johnny Walker, because that was exclusive in the 70s to have the Johnny. It wasn't just it wasn't just weird. Hello, who's that?
Mikey.
It's Mike.
Is this
Oh,
the
no.
real Mike the Snake?
Just make sure the head moves, then we know if it's a real one.
Oh, okay. I don't know if it's real or not.
They are Jake, Bear, Marcelo.
Hi, buddy.
other
How are
guys.
you?
Good.
Hey, William Money. I love you, William. You're
Yeah,
a
I
good
love you
guy.
too, Archie.
You know that? I really do love you. I've had a bit of a tough time myself. I had a haircut. Did you guys notice?
Can't see it.
You need one?
Oh yeah, it looks all right.
That's
Oh,
not
yeah,
bad. It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
bad.
Looks good.
Nice.
Looks good.
Because it
Good
gets a
job.
bit
Good
long.
job.
You know what I mean? The comb
A
over.
very slight lowering of the ears.
Exactly, guys. Guys, I got to tell you this seriously. You know what? I actually. Oh, what's this? What's going on here? What's going on here? There's some weirdos in the
In the waiting room?
These guys. There's some weird people. You know, they put some weird. I want to say this to you. It's fun day today. I want to be positive and fun. And you know what? I'm feeling a lot better since I don't bitch or complain about
Anyone.
anyone.
Super Archie, Ken
Anyone.
Fresno.
Ken Fresno, $2. Archie, bear. I got to tell you, I don't know if it's better today. I've actually invested some money. Let me show
Can I
you.
just comment on something that's going on in the chat room? If anyone wants to stream and we stream, we don't care. Okay, stop
don't care.
mentioning that. If you find it more interesting, go and watch them. This is ArchieLuxury live stream. We don't care. Okay?
Yeah.
We don't care.
We don't
Exactly.
care.
I agree.
Exactly. It doesn't matter. I got a new. Look at that's my new. See that stick there? That's a new Wi-Fi receiver. I'm trying to
Okay.
get the quality better.
Good. I'm glad.
Okay.
We need that. We need that
Yeah.
for the better quality of the live stream.
Yeah. So I changed to Vodafone, and we're just doing a few tests. So I want to see, is it better quality or not? How do you find it?
Better than it has been.
Comparing it to yesterday, for sure. Yeah.
Looks better, sounds better.
Sounds heaps better, and you're not lagging behind.
Okay. Let's see how it goes there. Calm, €2. What happened with Tim yesterday? Nothing. What do you mean by what happened with Tim? Tim's cool. What's the problem? I don't understand.
Tim came to the live stream. He is in South California, visited us on a live stream. We had a bit of a chat.
Exactly. He's busy. That's all. He's busy there.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You know, look, it doesn't matter. Sometimes he streams, same time I'm so what? I don't care. What do I care?
Yeah,
What do
who
I
cares?
care?
You just do your thing. You
I do
just
my thing. I
that's
don't
it.
care about the
Arch,
fact, you
Arch,
know.
I just came yesterday from a 10-hour stream.
Super chat.
I gotta tell you, Marcelo, I think you need to slow down a bit. You're gonna burn out. That's not. I think honestly, 1 hour a day is enough.
Yeah, that
sleep.
10 hours
Need
last
sleep.
night's a bit much.
Frozen Yukon of $5. Bear growl from our favorite Canadian bear. ML, MJ, where are all the wet wipes from Tim's chat today? And Wheelie, $5 New Zealand. I have a question. Look at that. He's got a picture of Marcelo there. Look at that.
It's not really.
Yeah,
It's,
is that Marcelo? Doesn't look
And,
like him.
yeah, it's not only is me.
I think so. I recognise it just before he had a
Can't see.
haircut.
It's me in
Yeah.
in Kyoto video. This video, by the
That's
way,
right.
that he took the shot.
But
is
his
an
name,
amazing
what is
video.
his name? Wheatley?
It's an amazing video.
Wheatley?
Weally?
Okay, I'm just about to.
Okay.
I'm just about to unblock the people for today.
Yeah, of
unblock.
course.
Okay.
Everyone is welcome. Everyone is here.
Everybody's
we have a
welcome.
Phil Collins
every day.
who's got no life whatsoever. He still has
Phil Collins, our favourite troll.
Yeah, no. He's not favorite because he's lacking humor. But we'll let him
Well,
for
yeah.
a while, so then we'll ban him after, Archie, just so you know. So just let him, like when you get a rabid dog and you just you jump and you put him down. Done. Let him loose. Let the dogs out.
There. Ken Fresno, $2. Archie, what Rolex should I buy? And we've got Anthony Napolitano, $5. AC3, do you know who Dr. Mike is on YouTube? Have you seen his insane watch collection? You should invite Dr. Mike on the I don't honestly know who Dr. Mike is.
Never heard of him.
I watched a lot of YouTube and so on.
I never heard of him.
Ever I hear this, but Anthony obviously knows more YouTubers than we do. So if you can, maybe let him know and invite him to our show.
But I don't like to normally contact people. I'm too lazy. I like to, I'll be honest with you. Even yesterday with that pretty girl there, I don't know what direction I want to. I don't mind her coming on a bit. That's fine. But you know what? Elite Luxury, that was a disaster. It's gone.
By the way,
Elite Luxury is not good topic for the Friday Funday.
Yeah. But by the way, you have a nice supporter like producer Mark. Producer Mark or producer Mike? Producer Mark, I think.
Yes.
Mark.
He defended you. Somebody came to his channel again,
basically
deciding that you are a psychopath son of the bitch.
Oh, just 1 minute. I got to read this. CB, $5. Bear, is it true you have a Moser Pioneer green dial? If yes, it is kind of scary. I also have one. You got the green dial, Bear?
Exactly. Green Fumet dial, and yes, CB, it's not weird. We are certainly telepathically connected, my friend.
Fat Windbag Band, look into those eyes. Look into my eyes. Chameleon.
I am mesmerized. I am mesmerized. Look at that guy, eh? Look at that beautiful face. I miss you, Ben. I miss you,
Wheelie, New Zealand, $5. Wheelie.
Got it.
Bear, help me out here.
We got Bud the Stud back. Bear. We got Bud the Stud back. My God, what a legend. Bud, I love you. I got to be honest with you. I want to be positive now. I honestly.
You want to talk about the guy with remarkable, or rather amazing Rolex collection. You should see Bud the Stud collection. Bud should do a collection review with you, Archie. That would be a video I would love to see. His collection is just fucking strong.
He is a cool guy. Bud the Stud, $20. The amazing thing about ArchieLuxury is you can be off YouTube for a month or a year, but Archie is always here. Thank you, Bud. Bud, I love you. Come back. Bud, actually, you know what?
What are you talking about? Archie Bud is one of the most active people in ArchieLuxury group.
Yes.
He just shows me you're not active yourself. Dude, he's one of the most active members of the ArchieLuxury group. The great watch content all the time. Thank you, Bud.
Stephen Monash, $5. Baba Babo. Kawid Kanachi. Sadi Didi Mai Tam Ari Rakung Amakmak.
I don't know what that is, but
no idea. But $5 is $5. I'm happy with that.
Is it something to do with Bangkok, with Thailand, Archie? I'm assuming, right?
I have no idea.
Aren't you expert with that pidgin English and all that fun stuff?
English, yeah.
Right.
Baba Babo. Wawid Kun Archie. Sadi Di Mai. Sawadi Mai. Tamrara. Rara Kun Mak Mak. Thank you. I gotta tell you guys. I gotta tell you. Bear, we're gearing up to Christmas. I'll be streaming Christmas Day for a little bit.
Anthony Napolitano. There is
Anthony Napolitano, $5. Bring up Doc Mike on YouTube and look at his wrist. He has over 8 million subscribers.
I would not bring him up, Archie.
No, that just
for $5, I'm gonna promote some douchebag with 8 million subscribers. I don't really care.
Yeah. CB, $5. Never fear when Archie is here. Thank you, CB. What a cool guy. Bear, what's happening with you, Bear?
Not much. I've been on your live stream every day this week, and I'm enjoying. I'm having a good time. I'm not as busy with work. Usually this is very busy season for hospitality because of the Christmas functions. Unfortunately, we're in a not full lockdown, but a bit of a restrictions, right? Which managed to
Are you making
make us-
money, but
I always make money.
that's good.
I always
I'll show
make
you.
money.
I'll show you something, Bear. I got this article sent to me. It's quite interesting. I just want to show you this. This is Business Insider. It's kind of a business vlog. Inside Australia's booming luxury watch market, where buyers will pay thousands above retail, and a steel Rolex is as good as gold.
Exactly. And
This
maybe
here,
better. Maybe better, Archie. Maybe better than gold.
Dealers, enthusiasts, and first-time buyers say some luxury watches are becoming their own asset class. Well, you know the bubble's about to burst when Business Magazine starts spruiking this as the new Bitcoin. And Pavel is a new member. Pavel, thank you so much there.
Pavel has been
Insiders,
around,
they
yeah.
talk about a businesswoman who paid $26,000 for a bluesy. Yeah, that's right. I thought that's anyhow. It goes on to say just how tough it is. Unprecedented demand. Da 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 da. A watch that costs $18,500. That's the Daytona. Is around 60 on the used market. That's right. That's how it goes.
That's
But-
how it goes.
You know what, Bear? The thing is, today's buyers swoon over platinum, da 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 da. The truth is,
Super chat,
this
super
kind
chat.
of this kind of news article is, remember the Kennedys, right? Joe Kennedy said, when you start to get tips, stock tips from the shoe shine boy, you know what the market is crazy.
Yes, sir. That's
And
a good one. I like that. I never heard that expression before, but it makes a lot of sense to me.
Bud the Stud, $2. Congrats to Pavel on the blue Daytona. You betcha. And CB, $5. There is only something better than Archie streaming. It's Archie and Bear streaming together.
Thank you so much. That means a lot, CB. Coming from you especially, man.
I've been a bit addicted. I've been watching this Netflix series called Love, Marriage, and Divorce. It goes through
Okay.
three couples, 30,
Okay.
20-year-olds, 30, 40, and 50-year-old couple, right?
Okay.
And the men are all having affairs and they get busted, right? Geez, the
Oh.
Koreans get angry. Fight me dead. The funny thing is,
interesting. So it's
in
a
the
Korean show, eh?
the Mercedes, they all drive Mercedes Benzes, which are really, really expensive in Korea. And they hide the logo. The logo's blacked out. It's kind of weird. I think everyone knows it's a Mercedes. Why would you black out the logo? But they obviously do. And the funny thing is, in that TV series, there's a husband and wife who, the husband was busted having a second phone, okay? And what happens is he's having an affair, and the woman he had the affair with, she becomes pregnant.
Mhm.
It's a disaster. You know what I mean? An absolute disaster. And anyhow, the husband tries to fix it up with the wife. He gives her a his and her set of watches, a pair of Tissos.
Super chat.
Mhm.
That's not what rich people give. Tissos.
Super chat from our
Super
very
chat,
dear
Mr.
friend.
Tudor to you, $5. Psycho Bunny in the house, Arch. Fun sent PayPal for a couple old fashions in London. Don't disappoint on ordering them. Thank you, Mr. Tudor to you. I love you, Mr. Tudor. I love you, love you, love you. What a good
He's
guy.
got new Pelagos. I don't know if you've seen his latest picture in ArchieLuxury group. And I have to
I
say,
love the Pelagos. It's
the new
growing on me.
Pelagos. Why do we like the new Pelagos more? What's the reason? What's the reason?
I think it's like the Black Bay is more of a tribute retro wax, whereas the Pelagos, they're more free to be modern.
I think the color is better. I think the bezel, fully graded bezel, is kind of more appealing. I mean, it is just it just looks cool.
Yeah, I like it
yeah,
on the
more
strap too. It looks nice on
Yeah,
the strap.
I cannot explain. Such a small differences can make such a big impact.
Actually, I'd rather have the strap than a full titanium bracelet. I'd rather have the titanium case on a strap than a full titanium watch, you know, with a titanium
Agreed.
bracelet.
I gotta tell you guys, seriously.
You have a super
It's-
chat from CB.
CB, okay, CB. Marcelo is taking a dump on the other channel. Hey,
Okay.
that's okay.
I'm
It's okay.
doing both of you guys.
Another one from Fat Windbag Ben.
Okay. That's
doing both.
okay.
By the way,
Nothing wrong
Wind-
with that. Say hi to them,
Fat-
please, from us.
Fat
Okay.
Windbag Ben,
and
5
they
pounds.
going to come to you guys soon also. So
Why is
I'm
Squarehead
communicating
Higgins
with
trying
you
to
guys
rerun
both.
1939? I love a hat trick, no surrender.
Oh, Ben, do I understand what you're saying? Do I feel connection with you, buddy?
I'm doing both.
But that's all I'm going to say.
Hey, I want to
all
ask
I'm
you
going to
something,
say.
Bear. I just did a paid review, Bear.
Yeah?
I am the bridge. I am the bridge.
Which one? Which one, Archie?
This was a paid review. Someone's asking me. This guy here, his name is John, right? He said to me, he's currently got a Sin. He's got a Sin watch, which between a Sin U50 Mother of Pearl,
Okay. Oof, mother of pearl. U50.
limited
How is
edition of 500 with the Tegment bracelet.
Tegamented. Tegamented bracelet. That's a specially treated steel that doesn't scratch. That's a formula they use in
It
in
uses
Zen
an
watches.
SW300. That's the Salita movement.
Correct.
It's garbage.
Well, I disagree. I just don't know why would he go with a pearl dial. I mean, the
Anyhow,
Zen
he
wa-
says to
yeah.
me, he said he's going to the Philippines and Thailand soon.
Yes.
He's in his mid-50s. Do you
Okay.
think my Sin is a reasonable choice? Would I be better off spending the money on a Rolex Explorer 2 and sell the Sin? And I said to him, John,
That's
John,
not
it
really
doesn't matter.
comparable.
I don't get a condition. I don't get a commission. I don't get a commission for recommending anything. You know that? No commissions. But let me say this to you. Seriously, if you've got enough money to buy the Rolex, get the Rolex.
Yeah,
That's what
of
I said
course.
to him. I
But
said, if you've got enough money, get
you're
the
not
Rolex.
you're not fan of Zen watches, Paul?
Look, you know what? The way he makes such a big deal about it, he makes it sound like this watch is amazing. It's well, you know what? If it tells the time and it does everything you need, I don't get a commission to tell you to get Rolex. I don't care if you don't. In fact, it's better you don't buy Rolex because the supply is bad enough as it is.
By the way, can we hit the super chats and then we can continue chat about Zen?
Sure, no problems there. CB,
About
$5. Marcelo is an equal opportunity dumper. Yes, no worries. And Stefano, Watch Wizard, £1.80. I stand my promise to pay 25% of your flights.
25%?
It's a joke.
Wow.
Rodent Mutation, 5 Swiss francs. What Scotch to buy as a gift for a newbie? You know what I would buy as a newbie? I reckon get a 18. If you want something quality, want something cheap and cheerful, go for
Doesn't
a
have to be
basic.
cheap, but reasonably priced, Archie. What's a good
Okay,
value?
so that's $40 to $50 Canadian.
Okay.
I'd say get a basic Glenmorangie, get a
Okay.
basic Glenlivet. Okay.
Glenlivet would be what I recommend.
If you've got more money to spend, what I would do is get a 18-year-old. 18's where they start to really taste amazing.
Yes.
And I would say you're better off. I reckon, again, a Glenlivet would be amazing. A Glenlivet 18 is one of my favorites.
And it's
The peaty
again
stuff-
decent value.
The peaty is
Yeah.
kind of that salty taste, the burnt salty.
Mhm.
You've really got to be an enthusiast to like that. That's not for everyone. That's why I said, as a newbie, you probably don't want to go there. I reckon Ardbeg 10, that's a really salty, peaty Scotch, is
Right.
incredible if you like it. But if you don't like salty stuff, you will hate it.
I
So-
love
I am-
Baltic. Is a
I'm
kind of you have smoky into it.
Exactly.
That's
It's a peaty. It's a peaty, very peaty. But I think as a newbie, You don't want to throw you in the deep end. That's an enthusiast likes that.
Wait a second.
Guys, can you buy me a drink? I would like to have a Scotch. You know what I'd like to have at the moment? I've got a
What do you
beautiful
want to have?
a Bowmore 12, guys. These are
It's
expensive.
a Friday,
It'll be
Funday,
$10.
guys. Come on, let's
$10,
buy.
guys. These are expensive.
$10 for
Sorry.
a shot of a really good Scotch. Is that Scotch? What is that, Archie?
Yes, that's a Scotch. Yes. This is a beautiful single malt, 12-year-old. This is absolutely delightful, absolutely amazing. And guys, if you can't spend $10 for $7.50, I've got one of the Scotches Perth Luxury bought for me, a Lagavulin 8. I can grab that out. Thank you, Perth, for making Funday even more fun. Okay, thank you. Mutation Rodent, what Scotch to buy? Okay, we did that one there. Here we go. Wheelie, $10 New Zealand. Archie, I have a question. Frozen Yukon at $10. Drink for the Pontiff. Thank you so much, Frozen. What a cool guy. Isn't he cool? So what I'm going to do is...
Cool. Frozen Yukon
what I'm going to do
is
is, firstly,
pure
I want to show
class,
you some
man.
hygiene.
Wait, I want
glass-
to answer. You asked me a question. You said, isn't he a cool guy? Frozen Yukoner is extremely cool guy. I really like him. Very nice guy. Loves your show, supports your show, and great addition to our live stream. Yukoner, are you here?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm here.
Jump
Frozen,
in,
I'm just
man.
showing you. I'm just cleaning the glass. See, this glass has been sitting
Yes.
here. Some flies have come in. Just the roaches.
Maybe you shouldn't drink the roaches.
And we have
That's okay.
another
Protein.
great super chat from another awesome gentleman.
Oh my God, Bahrain watch collector.
Bahrain
He is
watch
absolute-
collector.
And we got Gleenloom. How are you, Gleenloom?
Hey guys.
Hey, Green Room.
Hey, Green Room.
Hi, buddy.
Hey, I was just doing some vacuuming this morning. Yeah.
You're doing some vacuuming?
Yeah.
What kind of vacuum are you using?
Is it an
High-end
Audi vacuum?
luxury
Is it-
Dyson vacuum?
I have an older Dyson.
You do have a Dyson, eh?
I do have a
That's,
Dyson. It's one with a stick. It's like a smaller Dyson. It's like this big, but it has the big stick that you just kind of you can
Nice.
stand and do it at the same time. It's quite convenient. It's
Can
excellent,
I-
really.
Say hello to.
Can
Say
I
hello
say
to
something?
Chris to me also.
Okay, here we go.
Super chat.
Pavel, mute. $5. Mute. Marcelo for 5 minutes. Not kick, just mute. Yeah, I agree. He's getting a bit
Certainly,
annoying
certainly.
there.
Yeah.
Anthax, $5. Marcelo's YouTube addiction is out of control. He's currently a panelist on 2 streams at once. Yeah, that's
Hey,
okay.
it's a first one. You gotta give him a credit. He's doing something nobody did before.
Yeah.
And our man, hello humanity.
Oh, Neo, $20. My pontiff, may the hair on your sack always grow long. Please forgive my transgression. I knew not what I said. No worries. That's okay.
He's a good man.
Because
love him.
I didn't want to make Green Room uncomfortable because I love Green Room. Green Room.
Yeah, it was very nice what Neo came on and said. I didn't only saw it. I only saw what he said in the replay afterwards. But no, he's a very nice guy.
Truly is.
Mm.
I got to tell you guys, that stunt didn't work out yesterday. I got some beautiful fragrances for Green Room. It didn't go off that well. Let me say this to you guys, seriously. The important thing is, I think you've got to remember this. You've always got to remember is that a man and his watch. See, Green Room is very content. He's got a beautiful Datejust with a Buckley dial. That's all he wants. He just wants. He doesn't
Not
want.
necessarily that's all he wants, but he
Yeah,
certainly
it
picked
is.
a good
loves it.
choice, and he's content.
It's an
which
amazing
is
watch.
Nice to see. Yeah. But I'm sure he wants to have another watch.
Box and
eventually.
Docks, €5. Marcelo is a skid mark on the watch community's underpants. I don't
That's
know
not
about
nice.
that.
I don't agree with that. I'm
I
sorry.
think Marcelo. seriously,
Actually, Marcelo's live stream before yours was quite interesting, and there was a nice discussion between Jamie and Giro. I haven't seen Giro for a while, They were doing a nice discussion about investing money, real estate. It was quite informative. I enjoyed the conversation, and he's getting more viewers. It was about, actually, what's interesting about Marcelo, he interrupts people on other live streams more than on his live stream. He actually lets people talk on his live stream. On your live stream, he will interrupt, but on his live stream, he kind of sits in the background. You know, he was playing these pictures in the background. He was listening. He was contributing when needed, and it was enjoyable live stream. So I highly recommend. And he did a great video I watched yesterday as well. Guys, you need to check out. He does some good videos. He's got some interesting watches. He shows
Marcelo
nice,
Time. Marcelo Time. Subscribe.
Yeah, he shows wonderful scenery of Japan, of Tokyo, of Kyoto. Guys, check it out. I do enjoy his channel. And then I went to watch this video, and he says, because
Which
it was
one?
interesting. I was intrigued because he said he's going to talk about the Seiko Samurai, and I kind of like that watch. So I start watching, and you see this eating, and then he disappeared, and the video goes on, and it ends, and no mention of watch or anything. It's just posted something there and nothing, and he kept the title and everything. Wasn't even live stream, Archie. Bizarro world, total bizarro world. Stephen Monash.
That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I got to tell you, Bear. This Christmas, I released my video there. Please think about all the people who couldn't get Rolex.
Yeah, I watched it.
It was a good one.
Yeah. I actually watched three videos from you today, and I have to say your Tiffany one was probably my favorite. Tiffany Patek. I mean, when you at a certain point in the video, you actually go and you say, you know, I'm actually considering selling all my Patek. I don't want to be associated with the brand anymore. By the way, you have 2 super chats now.
Stephen Monash, $5. Bang kun dip sulop salip pankap nuk pawa cow pud dalau back whack well dimi di pod sid nati nak kap nam. And Neo.
My goodness, I wonder what you said.
Marcelo, Neo, $20. Marcelo is a legend in the watch computer. Name no other watch tuber whose steak meat has been endorsed by a beautiful woman as thick and buttery.
Excellent point, my man. Excellent point.
I gotta tell you,
Look,
Bear.
I try to bring everybody with Archie. Also, I talked to Tim. When you finish, come to Archie because probably not going to do it that long. Today with Pearl, you saw he's talking about real estate, but after that it was a little bit annoyed with you, Bear, and the Archie, something regarding some
problem. Yeah, not annoyed. In his words, Archie, he was very disappointed with you and I because we Gero, because according to him, we did not take his side when he got into a conflict in our group with the other gentlemen when they were arguing and fighting about the state of Israel. And I basically, my position on that is very simple. We're not there to take any sides. You might feel very passionate about certain topic and certain issue. We might not. It's simply not something we have a group for. Our group is about watches. Our group is about jokes, about pussy, about fun.
Yeah.
And if you start getting into a holy war in our group, it's not going to do good for anyone. On the top of it, I didn't even kick him out. I didn't kick the other guy out.
No,
which
we
I probably
just said,
should
hey,
have.
just stop it. Stop. That's all we said. Stop. It got very nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was demanding that you remove the other guy. Kind of. He said,
Yeah,
"Oh,
and we're not going to do that because, in all honesty, neither side is innocent here. So we believe in fairness, and we believe that people should simply respect each other. It's okay to do a banter. It's okay to tease each other and so on. But when you get into a nasty fights,
Yeah.
no, that's not something. So Gero is disappointed with me primarily, and with you, Archie, because
look,
we didn't.
I
take
love
his side.
Jero. I love Jero.
So do I.
Right?
So do
I love
I told
Jero.
them that.
Nice.
I told them that. Basically, I told them, you know what? Forget about what happened. Just come to say hello to us.
But we
5
did
minutes.
say I don't want
Forget
any
about
more
it.
racism in the group. There, I don't want any. I'll tell you honestly, I got donors
But
who are
hang on,
Jewish.
hang on.
There was
Paul,
no
I got
Paul,
donors.
racism.
Paul, how is
Yeah.
it fucking racism? Even if it is a conflict, it's a conflict between two white men. How the
Yeah.
fuck is that a racism?
I think we should
If
just move
people
on.
are
Yeah.
arguing about political situation and politics of state of Israel, why is that a freaking racism?
Look,
I don't understand.
look.
Why are we even talking about racism?
Yeah, I
We
got to be
simply-
honest with you. In all honesty, Bear, I love donors. You know that. I'm
Yeah,
happy to
no
take Jewish money, Israeli money. I will take Palestinian money. I will take Muslim money. I have no problems taking
Actually,
any.
Archie, you're doing a shtick, but we have fans from all creeds, from all faiths, from all
It's
parts
very
of the
dangerous. You know this, Bear. It's dangerous to
world.
take
And the
one
way I
political
look at
side.
it, Paul, if they love Archie, they're not going to bring their political fights into the ArchieLuxury world. That's it.
We have enough
your fight-
holy wars within the watch community itself, you know.
No kidding. Thank you, Green Room. Excellent
Danny,
point.
2 pounds. AC3
Uline stuff.
GM Thoughts Victor Rolf Spice Bomb Fragrance. Thoughts Victor Rolf. I never
Now
heard of Victor
I
Rolf.
know I smelt it in a department store like 3 years ago. I really don't remember what it's like, but it's a popular one. It's actually a pretty popular one, that one. But I can't really tell you what I
have
think
some
of it.
good news and some bad news. I managed to offload the Ferrari to one of my kids. He liked that
Okay,
fragrance.
good.
And the Mont Blanc.
Okay. But what's your next step in your fragrance game? What's the next move?
I got to be honest with you. You know what? I got enough. How much bloody fragrance, as someone said, as a married man, how much bloody fragrance? Mike the Snake said it perfectly. I use deodorant. I don't need a fragrance. That's what Mike the Snake said.
I agree with Mike, by the way. I think you guys are crazy with this, but okay. Hey, maybe you know something I don't.
I only buy discounted fragrances, by the way.
Good for you,
Discount.
Archie. That I respect.
I don't pay retail, okay? That Creed, I tell you, I would never buy Creed. Creed is so expensive.
Would you buy a clone or a cheapy version of Creed? Is that on the table?
I find what happens is the expensive fragrances, they use real ingredients. That's why they're dear.
Yes.
Whereas the copies, they use a synthetic version
That's
to try and
true.
replicate that.
That's
right?
true,
So
but
I'll
I
be
think
honest
you'd be
with
very
you.
surprised. They get it pretty close. They get it 90% close. And I'm
'Cause
not
I remember-
advertising.
I remember some of the fake Chanels that were out and they smelled nothing like Chanel. I thought, what the hell? This just smells. Remember, okay, this was in the early 2000s. The hookers used to have hooker perfume, okay? And it was basically a cheap knockoff of any of the really, and you think, that's hooker. It smelled like hooker fragrance. You get it in does that make sense?
Archie, it's a fair point, but that was 20 years ago. That was then, and this is now. And there are houses, there are proper clone houses that serve the purpose of getting it as close to the real thing as possible.
And you know the terrible thing is too is that many of the fragrances today, like you compare jazz of the 90s to jazz of today,
Very
they've
different.
changed the
Thank goodness
Formulation.
there is a super chat from my man Bud the Stud. Thank you,
But
Bud.
the
Oh my
stud,
God, thank you.
$2. Joe
Reformulated.
Malone. Period. That's expensive. Joe Malone. You know that's dear. I had a girl I said, I'll get you a perfume, right? When I come back duty free. Joe Malone.
Super chat, CB.
mean-
Thank you guys. Stop this.
CB, $10.
nonsense.
I would like to make a little declaration. I like Marcelo, and my opinion is he contributes a lot to the rating. So my apologies. No, it's okay. We're perfectly. There's nothing. CB is not an offensive man. He's a very.
CB, You don't offend anyone. You're pure class.
CB, I want to know what Bulgari says about that broken serpent. And did you say to the wife, honey, be careful? What did you say to her?
It's done. Well, how much is that watch? How much? That's not cheap, man. That's expensive piece.
Ceramic serpent.
Yeah.
I'll just check it now. Bulgari ceramic.
I mean, that's one of their signature pieces for the ladies. It's like they were known for that piece for a very long time.
Okay, they're about $13,000. $13,000. Holy shit!
And it might be under warranty or something. I don't know.
But how could it be warranty if you drop the fucking thing? It's like having a Ferrari. You drove it into the back of a truck, right? You drive it into a tree. Hey, I don't think that's warranty, Enzo. Get the fuck out of my yard. Can you imagine? Get the fuck out of. But warranty?
You're out. You're out.
Out.
You're out. Okay, go talk. Continue your
and
talk.
shame
about,
your family for even trying to get that. Here we go. That's what it is.
See, he's responding. CB, just give you $5 super chat.
Oh, thank you. CB, they told me to take it in, and they will let me know. Thank you.
So they wouldn't tell him to take it in if they're not willing to do something. Listen,
can I tell you a story?
Go ahead.
Okay, I don't want to admit to this, but I've been watching some of the bag forums, the bags, right? And there's a lady on YouTube, Russian lady, right? And she had this beautiful Birkin bag.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened is, I don't know, you don't have this in your country, but because we have high humidity, you have this dehumidifier.
No, we have a high humidity summertime, so I know what the dehumidifiers are.
You can get this bucket. It's like a plastic container that has got
then
special.
You accumulate. Yeah, of course. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Anyhow, what happened is she had it instead of you're supposed to put it at the bottom of your cupboard. She put it at the top.
Oh.
And then it overfilled.
And
then it dripped down into her Birkin bag.
Oh.
And instead of it being a buttery, smooth leather, it turned into solid plastic.
That's sad, man. I tell you, that's terrible.
Okay.
By the way, Bahrain, super chat, our friend.
Bahrain watch collector, $20. I like Bear's suggestion for getting a Pepsi. Sell the Explorer 2 and one paddock to fund the Pepsi. Keep the Z Blue in case of discontinuation. I got to tell you, Bahrain, the only problem is I've actually had a big think about it, and I really love the Polar. It's always been like, I remember, Bear, I was so depressed in the late 90s. I had a beautiful collection. I sold them off, and I remember saying, I'm going to keep my Polar Explorer. I eventually did sell it. And you know the most weirdest thing is, Bear? I sold all these watches off, but I ended up having an affair and blowing all that money anyhow. Can you believe that?
It happens. You're the man of international mystery.
It was fucking... I was so depressed not having Rolex. You know what I should have done, Bear? I said, right, I don't care what happens. I'm keeping my Rolexes. I would have been, I could have combated. It's like, taking out all your white blood cells and then you can't fight infection. That's what it felt like selling off my Rolex.
You come with the most original comments. I love it. That is very cool.
And I got to tell you, Bear, it's something you got to remember. This, Bear, this world we live in is crazy. I honestly, I've had this conversation with my dad the other day. We don't understand it. This world is crazy. It's bonkers. This world is absolutely bonkers.
Yes, it is. Hey, guys, I got to run.
Hey, who's this?
A little bit early today, but great to be on. And
that's Frozen, isn't it?
Yes.
Yep. See, dude.
Frozen, we love you, man. Please come again. We do
absolutely,
love you coming on.
Yep. We'll catch you next time.
Give us a tidbit before you go. Which Mercedes and BMW do you have? Your avatar. You got two.
I've got a C230 compressor. That's the Benz.
C230. What year is that?
04.
Oh, it's the circle headlight version.
Yes, correct.
I like that. So the C230, That's a 6-cylinder? No, it's a what is it?
Four-cylinder supercharged.
Wow.
And then I have a 328. I have an E90 328. I have an E90 335. And then I've got I think it's E84 X1.
Ah. I had some bad news on my Honda yesterday, okay?
Oh, what was the news?
Okay, so he said to me, so he did the service yesterday, $260 for the oil service, 210,000 kilometer service. I said, anything wrong with it? I said, just as well I'm not driving German. That's what I said to him. We're joking. He said, look, there's a few little things you should take care of. He said to me, the suspension at the back, the springs are leaking at the back. And they're stiff at the front. That's
Struts, yeah, okay.
That's $1,800, he said. I said, do I have to do it now? He goes, no, you can leave it for a while. He said, the kids will get sick. It'll be, what'll happen is it just makes the car bouncy. And also it makes it very, very, it'll be like driving with no suspension. It'll give you the shits.
You can also get that done cheaper, not at a dealership. You can go to a third-party garage and get it done for probably
I am using a third-party garage. Yeah. Okay. And then the other problem is, he said there's a slight leak on the gearbox. We're going to have to there's a seal. He thinks the gearbox is leaking a bit.
Okay. Transmission, yeah. You know, we there's lots of talk about cars, and
because I said to him, I want 400,000 out of it.
Obviously, I like my cars, of course, but there's something to be said about electric vehicles because there's zero maintenance, right?
You're going to get booted off if you talk about EVs. You're going to get booted off. Don't do that. But you know what? The problem with EVs is they can catch fire.
I don't think that happens randomly, though. And not that often. At least mine haven't. I own two. So,
but it can happen. They can catch fire, and they're very fucking hard to put out because of the type of. Do you understand that? It's very, very dangerous. Some buildings have banned EVs from parking in the basement.
Oh, really? Okay. Not that I'm aware of here. But
they're incredibly dangerous. EVs can be incredibly, and I got to be honest, I really question whether they're going to save the environment with EVs. We've got a dirty coal-fired power station to power up all these EVs.
Archie, when you say burn, is like, for example, the Samsung phones that's starting to burn like 3 years ago?
Exactly.
It's like that?
Yeah, apparently. But hey, what would I know? Just Google it. But anyhow, thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next one. We love you, okay?
For sure, yeah. See you guys.
How is that 335i? That's with the turbo, the twin turbo.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. Actually, it's been quite reliable. It's got.
Have you seen? There's a great YouTube channel I recommend. Exotic CarPlay Place. Canadian guy, Mark. Do you watch that?
I know you've mentioned it. I have looked it up, but I haven't actually watched anything on it yet.
What do you watch on YouTube, Frozen Yukoner?
Well, there's Marcelo's stream, there's Tim's stream, and there's AC3, which pretty much eats up most of the time.
Good choices. All good choices, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
William Money.
What's up?
Money. William, you haven't drunk this EV bullshit, have you?
No, not yet. Well,
it's garbage. It's garbage.
Hey, where do they put the
Super
batteries
chat.
in those Teslas? Are they under the floorboard? Where are the batteries at on a Tesla?
Yeah, exactly. It's all part of the frame there. That's because that's where it has to go. It's so heavy.
Because there was well, go ahead and do your super chat, and I'll tell you what happened.
There's a V8 Tesla. Did you know that? Buck Williams, Buck Rogers, $2. TNT, Theo and Harris, and on Tim's TNT on Tim's show is a freak dwarf mutant. I don't even know who TNT is. I don't even know who that is. No idea.
Keep going.
We've got another super chat here. We've got another super chat. Let me say this to you. Be very careful. EVs are not the magic pill that we all thought they would be.
Yeah. No, what happened was about a month ago, we got a lot of rain around here, and on some parts of the freeway where it goes like this, it flooded a little, and
Yeah.
all the Tesla drivers were freaking out. They were like trying to get all the way to the right to avoid even the littlest bit of water, whereas we just went through it with our SUV. But they just caused so much traffic because they didn't want to go through any of the least water possible. They went all the way to the right.
Teslas are the most unreliable car in
Traffic
America.
jam. It was a nightmare. All these
They make
Teslas
Chrysler
just
look
stopped.
good. They've made Chrysler look good, Bear. Is Bear frozen?
No, he's right there.
Bear,
No,
you don't believe this EV bullshit, do you?
Of course not. Of course not.
No. I got to tell you, you know what? I'm just so anti. I used to have a real passion for cars. I'm just losing it, man. I don't understand this world we live in. I don't understand. I tell you one thing for sure is, Bear.
Sorry, I'm laughing because people know me so well in the chat. They're all going, no, he's not frozen. He's just fucking bored to death. But that's pretty much.
Let me
the
ask you
truth.
something, Bear.
That's okay.
If you had
You
your
guys
time
keep going.
again, would you rather start again? Would you rather be 20, or would you rather what? How old were you when you came to Canada?
23.
Would you prefer to be 23 now? Or would you prefer, are you glad you came when you came?
I'm happy the way things are. Everything the way it is. I don't want to change anything. I lived a great life. I'm good.
You're only young,
Tip
Bear.
chat.
What the hell are you talking about? You're not a 90-year-old man.
No, I'm just saying I wouldn't change anything. Wherever I am at this point in my life, I wouldn't change a thing.
That watch boy, $2 from me and Ron the Shrink. And he's got a Chevy. You remember the Chevy Volt? Okay. No more car talk. It's poison. Poison.
No, you keep doing that. I'm not, this is your show, sir.
I want to ask you something. Elite Luxury is a disaster. I'm thinking about closing the channel down, putting those channels
Make it
onto
into a car channel. Go around, tape the cars, and be passionate about it. Talk about it. Who knows? Maybe you'll get people who are into it. You're very passionate about the topic, so why not have a bit of a car channel and try that route? I mean,
I don't know.
I'm not.
It was a
talking
disaster, Bear. It was a disaster.
Sure.
I tried an experiment. It didn't work, Bear.
You have a couple of super chats, by the way.
Here we go. We got Buck Rogers, T and Tickers, and Timmy scooping up the chats. Well, that's fine. I don't care. What do I care? Well, that watch boy, $2. That's a Cadillac
guys,
Escalade.
For all of you who are trying to create a certain drama and animosity with Tim Wright and ArchieLuxury, I assure you that's not going to work. We wish Tim all the success. He's working hard. He's creating a content. He's helping our channel as well. So all these intentional, all these intentional comments, they're trying to stir ArchieLuxury. That's not working anymore, guys. It's not working anymore.
Also,
so don't waste your...
And also, I am now in Tim stream as well, and he can listen what I say also now. And there is no rival. He doesn't say nothing bad about Archie, and Archie don't say nothing bad about him. I actually in both of the channels. All right. But by the way, Canada Kronos, say hello to Archie from here. We can hear.
Yeah, so anyhow, I got to tell you guys, seriously, I don't mind. You know what, guys? I honestly have
You have an answer from that watch boy. He answered your question you asked about the car.
That's a Cadillac Escalade.
I'm talking to you guys both, yeah.
I like the Cadillac Escalade. That's a great car. They're not very reliable. Do you like Cadillac Escalades, Bear?
I do, actually. I have a friend who has one, and I find it very comfortable, very nice. Yeah, it's a good car, definitely.
Paul
especially for
Salesius, $5. Upvote, Fikers. Less toxicity, guys. More super chats. That's exactly right. And
thank
Buck
you,
Rogers.
Paul, and yeah.
Buck Rogers, I don't care, man. It's okay. If you think so, with the $2 super chats you donate, I don't think thanks,
Just-
Buck. Thank you, Buck.
By the
Ben,
way, we have about 200 viewers watching right now and only 52 likes. So if you don't mind, we understand that most of you are not willing to super chat. You cannot or whatever. But
upvote,
certainly upvote, that
Upvote.
helps us
Hey,
as
I want to
well.
ask you something. When you were living in communist Yugoslavia,
Yes.
were you a car person, a watch person? Were you into watches then, or you didn't know about watches?
I enjoyed watches, not like I'm doing now. I was not as knowledgeable, or there was. I enjoyed everything that my dad enjoyed. I mean, growing up with my dad, he was collecting cameras. He was into watches himself.
He had a Hasselblad.
Yes, he did.
How
yeah.
did he afford a fucking Hasselblad in communist Yugoslavia?
My dad worked in Iraq. My dad worked in Libya.
Did
he
he
was-
love his Hasselblad?
Of course, that was his most important possession.
Did he have
was,
many lenses?
Yeah, he was enjoying photography as a hobby. He had his dark room, where he would develop the photography, and he did the art photography as well. And
Does
so
he still
on.
have the Hasselblad?
No, he sold it
Why?
because there were some very difficult times in Yugoslavia when people were selling their possessions so they can survive and eat.
Did he get much for it?
No.
Who did he sell it to?
I have no idea. It's a very sad story about many people in Yugoslavia where the inflation was getting so bad, Archie, at one point prior to the wars in Yugoslavia, that you would get paid and then you would run to buy anything, because inflation was like in millions of percent. We're talking that you needed like 3 million dinars to buy one loaf of bread, and then the following day it would be 6 million dinars, and so on. It was they were
Bahrain Watch
making
Collector, $10. Upvote, please. It was going like crazy, like the German currencies were.
yeah, exactly, Archie.
The
So
Reich
people were
mark.
selling their possessions, gold, anything they had, watches, to for food to survive, you know. And
So does he still talk about your dad's alive still?
yes, he is. Yeah.
Is he still into cameras now?
No, not much. To be honest with you, he still enjoys the watches. He likes to.
You must have
hear
some
and talk.
amazing photos taken from that camera then.
Yeah, there are some great photographs. You're right. From my childhood, he did the videos as well. My favorite video is when I had a chance to actually go to this exhibition where they had displayed the Russian and United States space program in Belgrade, and I had a chance to meet some very important cosmonauts, astronauts, as a little kid, and he was taping all that. But you have some super chats.
Here we go. Here we got. Let's do this again because it's a good comment. Bahrain Watch Collector, $10. Upvote, please. I beg you guys, upvote.
And we're at 67 likes, 68 now. Thank you guys for helping us. We appreciate your loyalty and support for the channel.
Anthony Napolitano, $2. Why is GS Superman watching Tim and not Archie?
Maybe ask GS Superman why you asking us.
Hey, I can't force anyone to watch.
I don't think he ever watched Archie, did he?
No,
I
not really.
can't
Yeah,
force.
he was here. Yeah, it's.
I
okay,
can't
man.
force anybody. I can get alone. Buck Rogers, $2. I actually have AC3s back and always support him. Thanks, Buck. Buck, thank you, man. CB, $5. Archie and Tim's channel are feeding each other, and now Tim is actually finding and giving new leads back to Archie. Thank you.
We have a good thing going with Tim, and we think that we have a great future together. So for all of you drama-seeking fikers, there is no drama. We have no issue with TINT.
Here we go.
Tim-
Andrew, $5, £5. Boot Marcelo. Can't stand his hand gestures. Look at me. I'm too important for Archie's channel. I'm on 2 channels at one, like a right super dick.
Super dick.
You answer that, Bear.
No, it's okay. I think
Jeez.
it's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting. Nothing wrong with that, Andrew. Come on, brother.
And we
I
got
think
I just
Doc
want to
here.
say
Hello,
real
Doc.
quick.
Okay.
Oh, how's it going, guys?
Hi, Doc.
Doc, I
Brand.
didn't even notice you. So sorry, man. Hi, Doc. How are you, man?
No problem, Bear. Good to see you here.
Good
Oh,
to
Can't
hear you.
believe it.
I'm gonna go get some nuts. I'll be back in
I
a
wanted to
minute. I'm gonna
say
get some
something
nuts.
real quick about Tim that I always say, and
Yeah.
that is that he was the only one that was honest about why he was coming and what he wanted to do from the
True.
very beginning, from the very
True.
first show. That's what he said.
True. And he's working hard. He's producing a content. He has a significant interest in the topic that we all love. He's entertaining and he's making a great videos and live streams. So good for him. Can someone answer the phone, please? And thank you.
And
Is that
Doc,
Marcelo's
it's
phone?
just a fuck with
Who's-
New Zealand today.
Paul Silesius, I could not agree with you. I'm sure Archie will read this again, but I do want to read it to everyone. Let's be honest, guys. This is the best and most authentic watch show on YouTube. For whatever reason, you are here, upvote and support. You know, Archie's been the first in everything when it comes to this horological YouTube world. First to actually make the videos, first to talk about steel stunners, first to do the wristwatch check, first to create the term shitter, first to put the collection reviews, first to start live streaming. Archie was live streaming with Saka Horn when the actual options for live streamings did not even exist. I don't even know
yeah.
what was he using at that time, and there was no super chat, there was nothing like that.
Nope.
And
He was
he
just
was,
doing it for fun.
For fun.
Yeah, it was a different
exactly.
system also.
So if you guys don't see that as a value, and if you don't appreciate those kind of things in this world, frankly, you don't belong here. You don't belong here because you don't understand what is OG, what is real, and what we, true ArchieLuxury fanboys, appreciate. That's the way it is.
Yeah.
Marcelo, what's going on? Tell us what's new with you, man.
With me, I did yesterday 10 hours. In the morning, I did another 5 hours. Soon after Archie finishes, I go to the shop. I'm probably going to do maybe 3 hours because I think this time I have a very important VIP that come that I cannot stream during the restaurant time.
Okay,
I was wondering about when do you even have time to cook for Nina? I mean, come on. It seems like you're just on YouTube all the time.
It's quite amazing. He was on yesterday, I think last evening my time, 10 hours. And then this morning my time again, another 3, I don't know, maybe 4. It's incredible. The time he's putting in to build his channel, I mean, you just have to admire it.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of crazy stuff now. Oh man, a lot of crazy things. This is weird. I think this camera is closed. Why you show the
Hello,
camera
how are
open?
you?
Fat
Neo.
Fat Ben is upset at me. Fat Ben, tell me what did I do wrong? I wanna understand. I'm not sure why are you upset at me, but Archie, I did read Paul Silesius' super chat.
Let's be
However,
honest, guys, this is the best and most authentic watch show on YouTube. For whatever reason,
Exactly.
you are here, upvote, and support.
Exactly.
And we've also got Neo, $2. What's your favorite Christmas meal? I like smoked. I've actually want smoked ham, nice premium ham, and I like the smoked chicken and smoked turkey.
Sounds good. I like that too.
And for Giro, I'm having a bagel for Giro. This is for Giro.
Hey, Giro, come by. You have to say hello. By the way, I quit the team because it was too much to hear about. Interesting test, but a little bit too much to my head.
We got Mike the Snake back. Look, this is the real Mike the Snake. Look.
The real Mike the Snake.
Hello,
Mike the Snake.
How's it going, everybody?
How have you been, man? What's going on? Talk to us.
Oh man, life's been kind of hectic. I got a chance to visit my father down. He's in Oakland right now. He's about an hour and a half away. He just got operated on yesterday. He's got many operations to do on his leg, but he's for what he went through. He looks like nothing happened pretty much anymore. The plastic surgeon did a number on his face to where you can't even. I mean, if you saw the gash on his face, you would have grossed you out. And the plastic surgeon has sealed him up to where he looks normal. He just looks like nothing happened.
Oh, that's right. He fell down, didn't he? He fell down.
No, he crashed his airplane.
Oh, that's worse than falling down.
Much worse.
That's a little bit worse than falling down.
He fell down from very high. He fell down from on high.
Wow.
So you got the excellent plastic surgeon there.
He was flying from Northern California to Southern California and was flying over what's called the Grapevine, which kind of separates Central California from Southern California. Very high mountain range. And his airplane's fuel pump went dead.
Ooh.
Now, his airplane has a very clever fuel system, and the engine is gravity fed by a fuel tank right up in front of the dashboard. The fuel pump pumps the fuel from the two wing tanks into the header tank, and then the engine is gravity fed by the header tank. So there's a float valve indicator, tells you how much gas you got, that shows full until you've emptied your wing tanks. Then you've got 5 gallons left, and it's time to land. Okay. When his fuel pump went bad, his plane didn't sputter. It gave no indication. He didn't notice that his plane was now drawing off of his header tank only.
Oh no.
And so by the time he noticed it, he only had like 5 minutes of fuel left.
Oh, wow.
And luckily he made it over the top of the Grapevine, and he glided down and he landed in like desert sand. So he came to an abrupt stop.
Did he make a Mayday call? Mayday, Mayday, Mayday?
I believe he did. But he his wheels instantly just dug into the sand. The plane is totaled, completely crumpled.
Oh no!
And it's just a miracle he's still alive.
He's lucky the plane didn't flip once it hit the sand. It could have flipped right over.
Well, it looks like he clipped a wingtip first, and it looks like it swung in, and he kind of did like a head-on collision.
Neo, $2. What's your favorite Christmas meal? I got to tell you guys, I like anything that's free.
I like the standard turkey and mashed potatoes and gravy and
for Christmas.
For Christmas, hammer turkey. That's what we usually have. Yeah, almost the same as Thanksgiving. At least in my family.
$2. I'm here from Mitch and Murray on a mission of mercy. Okay.
My favorite Christmas dessert is pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie.
That's
Mike
always
Davis,
tasty.
$15. Let's be honest, Marcelo is only here thinking it's somehow going to score him women. No, he's a happily married guy.
Boy, I was on one night, 2 a.m. I couldn't sleep. Went online and he was still streaming. He was making a meal for the most beautiful lady that came on, Nina Lala. I'm in love with Nina Lala. But anyways, apparently she's married, so no luck there. But I always thought Marcelo was French, and so
He's Brazilian.
he sounds French to me. And anyways,
what's wrong, Sirocco?
There's about 3 more super chats after this one.
Anthony Napolitano, $2. Bear, Dr. Mike is a massive lead.
Thank you, Anthony. So contact him
GB,
for us and
$2.
tell him where we are.
Yes, exactly right. Mike me dead. Mike, plastic.
Excuse me.
Fuel pumps and gauges. And we've got Andrew, £5. Another superb diagnosis of Mike's dad from our resident doc. Not qualified to save the world, qualified to rub your shin instead.
Andrew, I got your message. I'll keep an eye on it. I'll follow up on it. Thank you, sir. Thank you for letting me know.
I like it when people get upset about it. Yes, sir.
1 minute. I want
I'm
to say
listening.
this to you, Doc. I got to tell you, Doc, maybe the answer for me is instead of buying a new car, why don't I buy an older car? And let's be honest, what's the best BMW? The most beautiful shape? E46.
What BMW? You should be fucking looking at Kia, 3 to 4 year old Kia, and be happy. BMW. What's wrong with you?
I tell you this, they're garbage, Bear. They are garbage. You know this?
Doesn't matter. It will get you from point A to point B. End of story.
By the way, Doc, my suspension has had it in the Civic. $1,800 to replace.
What do you have to replace?
The coils.
Really?
On what?
On his Civic, the coils. That's an unusual. That's an unusual thing to have.
That's pretty expensive for coils. Coils are they're about $1,000. They're about $1,000 to replace on a BMW.
I mean, you can get a coilover kit for one of those cheaper than just a standard replacement. It sounds like. It's kind of weird.
I mean, for a full coil set.
Because they have lowering kits that aren't even that expensive. I'm agreeing with Mike on this. I don't think it's a Civic, you said, right? I mean,
it's more than your car is worth, for God's sake.
You know, it's probably only 1 or 2 offending coils. You can have them cleaned. And you can also find find used ones in a junkyard. They're not a part that goes bad very often. So
that's why I'm surprised you have to replace multiple coils. That's weird.
Well, they're probably just shotgunning it. They're probably just telling him, one's bad, let's replace all 4.
And then I can have a yacht.
I don't know. They seem pretty honest. Watches 24, $2. Cartier Santos Black DLC or Omega Speedy 3861. Omega. What do you think, Bear?
Cartier Santos Black DLC or Omega Speedy 3861. Wow,
I hate DLC.
See, I have a Cartier Santos DLC and I love it. It's beautiful on a rubber strap, but in this case, I'm gonna say that Speedy would probably be a better choice if you don't have a Speedy.
The DLC, that's that black stuff, isn't it? Lacquered sort of stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a black. It looks like it makes the watch look black. It looks kind of ceramic.
It's like a tint.
Yeah.
It's hard to take off.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you think it it has got long lasting with that DLC? What do you think of DLC? Is it?
Well, I had this watch for a very short time. I'm very cautious and I wear my watches very lightly. So I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't have a experience that I can actually share. I like the way it looks because
I can tell you about DLC.
Yes, tell
We
me.
got three more super chats.
It stands for diamond-like coating because it is the next hardest thing to diamonds.
Archie, we need to
and
be more
it is
diligent
an
with super chats,
extremely
please.
scratch
go.
resistant.
1 minute, Mike. Andrew, £2. We need excessive luxury, not men's on toilets. Neo, $5. I've constructed a meta-analysis of streams where Bear appears and he and Archie always color coordinate their shirts. Please explain. I always wear blue, mainly blue.
Yeah, Archie loves blue. So whenever I wear blue, and I like blue too. It's a nice color, definitely. Super chat from Mike David.
I'm wearing
please.
blue too, but you can't tell. But I am wearing blue.
We believe
Mike
you,
David,
dog.
$10
I'm
New
wearing,
Zealand.
black.
All cars lose 30 to 40% of their value in the first 3 years. Best Buy is Lexus luxury that doesn't break down.
I have to agree there. Lexus is good stuff.
You know, the only problem is, Mike, in my country,
Expensive.
they have killed the IS line. They've only got the ES. I hate the ES. It looks like
Oh,
a
really?
Camry.
Oh, see, I'm not really familiar with your country, so.
And then all the ISs have gone through the roof because they don't have the IS anymore, and that's the good-looking one. It's a disaster. Bear, I don't understand this world. Can I ask you this? When do you think Rolexes will be attainable again?
Never.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't.
You gotta just take the bad medicine, which is the truth. That it's probably not going to
Can't
get
you
any
see
better.
this hurting the hobby,
just
Bear?
bit
This
the
is
bullet.
bad for the hobby. Do you see that or not?
No, I don't think it's bad for hobby.
I
Why
think
would you say
newcomers
it's
to the
bad?
hobby are just going to find it normal.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean that's just going to be the price is what they are, and newcomers that
hobby-
want one are going to have to pay.
The hobby is at its peak right now because Rolex is pulling everyone up. Rolex is exciting. Rolex, the whole demand for Rolex has driven people into direction of looking into watches. So can you please explain to me why is that bad for a hobby?
Well, given the fact that you can't go to your Rolex AD and buy the watch you want ever, you're forced into buying and paying the gray market prices.
Newbies don't feel comfortable.
That's
with that,
the
so they're not gonna
reality.
come in. They're not gonna
That's
come in.
reality.
What you guys fail to understand is that people that go into the ADs to look for Rolex and Rolex is not available, they start looking into Breitling, into Omega, into
Tudor.
IWC, Tudor, and so on.
That would be very nice. That would be nice if things spread out a little more.
When Archie started this YouTube channel, this hobby was mediocre at its best. There was hardly any talk about it. It was as niche can be, and I think today it's at its peak. If we're looking for how long it existed, you give me a time that our hobby was more interesting, attractive, more publicized, more discussed than today.
And there are a lot of people like Green Room. Perfect example. He gets himself a date just. He loves it. And he's looking at the distant future, picking up some more. But in the meantime, he's content.
Correct. This is Rolex. Rolex has done miracles for watch industry. Miracles. Every single company, including Patek, should bow to Rolex and say, thank you, you fikers, for making us relevant.
What does your friend the AD say? Does he hate having to explain the situation to newbies?
Of course not, because every single newbie that walks in is potential customer for any other brand. He carries 15 brands, for God's sake. So why would he be rude? He can explain, he can give direction, and frankly, there is a lot of beautiful and interesting watches besides Rolex.
I agree.
Andrew, £5. Want to see Marcelo become dominant businessman who takes charge of house and business. Get out of the toilet, man up, and wear a medial dial like it demands.
I think he likes being in the toilet.
I think he's
He
happy.
likes the toilet, very comfortable.
I think that's his favorite spot.
Let me say
Because
this to you,
now I
Dave.
am in the stream. Look, I'm making multifunctions. Before I was being in two streams.
Makes your legs fall asleep if you sit on it for too long.
Yeah. Now
Some of us just call it a number two. Some of us just call it a number two, but you can call it a multifunction.
Wait. Now I am with Archie, and I'm actually editing a video in the same time. So I'm making multiple functionalities. You know, I'm doing a lot of shit. I
Bear,
forgot to,
tell me
close
this.
video.
Your AD himself there. Okay, so does he get sick of people coming in and saying, "Can I get a Pepsi? Can I get a Batgirl? Can I get a Batman?"
No, it can be annoying. But with information growing and spreading, as I said to you today, there's so many platforms that deal with our
Why
hobby.
don't they tell you honestly, if you want a Pepsi or you want a Submariner, you need to spend 50,000 on other stuff?
Because it's rude. It's rude.
It's rude. Why is it rude? Isn't honesty a bit?
No, it's not necessarily honesty. It's rude to demand that because it would sound like you're demanding that from a customer.
It's not very good business, in other words, right? It's not very good business.
Correct. I mean, there's
How
a way
do they
to say
get
that.
customers to learn this stuff?
Very easy. By watching ArchieLuxury, by going to Facebook groups, by becoming part of so many communities, online, digital, in real life, and getting to understand this hobby a little bit better. Just like anything else, the more you become knowledgeable and informed, the better for you. That's a part of the hobby as well.
It would be very refreshing to see collections with more brands in them. There are so many other brands out there that aren't really discussed on this particular stream, but are absolutely worthy of discussion and owning. But
Archie
Rolex
doesn't like.
is Rolex is kind of
I'm
forcing.
laughing because I agree with Mike. Unfortunately, we prefer to talk about Mercedes E-Class rather than talk about Zin.
Well, I mean, that's, I'm politely just saying that. But I understand where Archie's coming from. I heard that his reasoning was that he doesn't like to give advice to people who are going to buy something that they're going to lose money on, and so he likes to only promote watches that. Am I correct, Archie?
Yeah, exactly. I think it's very dishonest to tell someone to buy a Zin when you know it's garbage.
But there are times where you admit that certain watches
I mean,
have an attractive quality to them,
Class
even
Street
if they're.
Original. There's 100 other brands out there that aren't shitters. That are Vacheron.
Can I bring up a watch now we're on the subject of other brands?
Sure.
A few days ago, I was offered an Omega Speedmaster 50th anniversary Apollo 11. I'd like to hear your thoughts on that, Archie.
Who buy?
Box papers and everything.
Yeah, buy a dealer, of course, a grey market dealer.
Buy a dealer, yes, yep. Well, one that I know. Not in Australia.
How much?
£11,000
Wow.
as new condition.
Maybe you should bring it up, Archie, on the screen.
I know which watch that is. That's a really nice Speedmaster, but it's a little
It's not worth that
expensive,
much.
if you ask me.
Well, it's really. I think it's a safe queen. It's a collector's. It's only 3,000 made.
One of those
Showcase
real
watches had that watch.
special
Yeah.
Omegas.
It's a 3861 movement. It's a manual wind. It's got a two-tone case.
Yeah. I think it's fucking ugly watch, to be honest with you. Two-tone in Speedmaster has never done well. It's never done well.
Just the pushers, I think, and the crown is two-tone. But the one thing, it's got the Buzz Aldrin's ass coming out of
I was about to ask if that was the one with his ass coming out.
Yeah, that's the one, Doc. That's the one.
Yep. And then on
I
the back
don't. I don't get that. I think they're trying to send a message though to the people who
Oh,
believe in
please,
the moon
dog,
landing.
dog, dog, dog,
Doc,
please,
Doc,
please,
let's
dog.
not go
As a
into the
favor to me,
conspiracy.
please, dog.
I make
Here
it
we
a
go.
I
One of the
make it a
reasons I actually
Snoopy
brought it up because
Sunday.
you were here, Doc.
Here we go.
I said that more for Sirocco than anybody.
I know you did. I know you did.
Super chat. We've got a super chat in here. Stephen Monash. I think I did this one, Bear. Did I do that one, Bear?
The one that Stephen Monash just sent you didn't, with all the strange language. You
Yeah.
need to do that again.
Pon
please.
my Miss Narika Rolex da Cup Kuni du Pon da Cup Papa Pom du Dao Di Lao Pom my Nien Nit Now Lao Na Wow Rolex Pang Makma.
You
Archie,
know you
that
say
was-
that almost as if you don't know what you're saying.
He has no
Me
idea.
too,
But
That's
$5
right.
bucks.
yeah.
Joke on us. Archie was promoted to VP of Global Sales at Rolex years ago. And
Well,
Bahrain watch
he
collector.
certainly did a lot of good for the Rolex. To be honest with you, Archie was one of the greatest influencers and promoters about steel Rolex specifically.
Bahrain watch collector, $10. Go for it. It's beautiful. I have one.
And I
Andrew,
want
$2.
one.
When
And
Sov's,
I want one. And I want one.
when Sov's
I-
coming on for a soul reading, cool guy. I got to tell you, I think for that sort of money, Sirocco,
What should
Right.
you buy?
£11,000, you're saying, right?
That's a roughly, off the top of my head, about 18,500 Australian.
Aussie.
You're into
Look,
used
it's-
Rolex territory now.
Look, the
Or
problem is,
or reissue 321 almost.
look, I don't particularly like. Look, I don't hate this watch. Okay, I don't hate it, right?
Yep.
But I wouldn't say I love it. Omega has had so many fucking limited editions over the years. When an astronaut goes to the toilet, they brought out a limited edition.
I'm waiting for an Omega Marcello.
And
That's a whole different one.
to tell you the truth, I would say, look, why wouldn't you? You know, I reckon you could build a beautiful collection for the same. Like I would get a 1861 big box. That's like I've got. Okay, they're
That's what
not
I got.
ridiculous.
Just
I
a
would
regular
get-
man on the
That's
broad
moon.
arrow.
Big box.
Sirocco, that's a very pedestrian, very pleb Speedy. The Speedy you're looking at is the Speedy for more refined taste. That's Archie Speedy that he recommends. That's everyday millionaire Speedy. You are yacht master. You're the man
Yeah.
who
You know what I like?
lives on the ship.
But you could go with an 861 Scirocco.
What
Now
about a
we
Yeah,
broad
it was
arrow,
just,
1957? I like
I
this
found it
one.
now
interesting.
we're talking broad arrow. Yeah, that's.
I reckon
you're
these
talking
are
the
beautiful.
1957, right?
Yeah, this is the
1957?
reissue.
And guess
reissue.
what? It will be cheaper. It will be cheaper.
I know. I would prefer this bear. I think this is
I
a
agree
nicer.
with you there. I agree with
that's-
you there.
Unless you really want the Apollo, right? Apollo 11, which I don't know why you would.
Well,
I think this.
It's all to do with, you know, I mean, conspiracy theories aside, I remember in 1969 actually watching the shit on TV.
Same
I
here.
actually
Same
phoned
here.
Omega 3 months before the watch was released, Omega in Brizzy, and they were all sold, gone, taken, blah, blah, blah. And then it was just the other day, this dealer that I know put it on his Facebook and basically messaged me and said, "What do you think of this one?" And it was just all this.
Sirocco, the price is high.
Now,
I think the price.
The price is
I
high.
initially thought I agree. I think the price is just a little bit up there. Yeah.
with so many Omega variations out there, why not just buy the one solid rock Omega that exists, which is the plastic man on the moon big box 1861.
Yep.
And then
Maybe
you have,
because it's so fucking boring.
well, but it's like kind of the
It's
the
the original.
base.
It's the
It's the
original.
original.
Some people find it extremely boring and unappealing.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
You find it
the
boring?
sandwich, the
You find
sapphire
it boring,
sandwich
Dan?
is.
Yeah, I own them all, Archie. I own previous generation Hazelite and Sapphire, and I own the new ones. suffer, and he's right. And I find them freaking boring. I wore them literally never.
Yeah, they do get boring after a while.
They're boring, man.
This is a man who advises to buy Moser.
So anyway, all that said,
I love you. I love you.
I ended up buying a watch.
You got two super
What?
charged,
He bought it. He bought it.
I bought a watch. Would you like to see?
What'd you buy?
Oh,
I'd love to see it.
Just bear with me.
Can you hit the supercharge before we go for the watch, Arch, please?
The truth, $2. Tim is stealing 75 plus viewers from Archie. That's right. We're over 200. We're cool. Okay,
Good,
and we
good.
got
Yeah,
Neo,
thank you.
$2. Supercalifragilistic
Here
expialidocious.
you go, yeah, I love that song. I love
By
that
the
song,
way,
Archie.
By the way, Bear's latest Moser, that dial is gorgeous. So I mean, you can say what you want, but
Yeah, Moser does have that really beautiful, that sparkly dial.
I like the
Archie
way
gets-
Bear asked.
you know-
I like the way Sirocco asked for advice. He didn't tell us he'd already done it, so I bagged the shit out of it. It's like
Let's
asking
see
me
the
what I.
watch. Let's see the
Let's see the
watch.
watch.
It's like
Let's
me.
see the watch.
It's like asking about this girlfriend, and I said, "Oh, she's a bit of a slapper. Yeah, she's not that good. Yeah, I don't like. Oh, she's my wife. Okay, no worries." That's rude, Sirocco.
So are you ready to see my watch? So I got full box, full set. I was on the waiting list for about 30 seconds, and
6 seconds.
I walked out with one of them.
What is that?
G-Shock.
Is that a G-Shock?
That's a G-Shock.
Nice.
I was excited for that. Come
My
on.
God.
I was actually.
Do you like
I
the
was
build-up?
expected.
Which
Yeah,
one
the
is that? The
build-up was
Mudmaster?
I wouldn't have a clue.
How much was that?
I don't know. What's it say here? Got all sorts of shit.
Are you gonna wear that to Mexico? Is that why you got it?
I'm wearing it
It
to
is-
Mexico. Yeah.
Okay,
that's a
good.
perfect one for that, I tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I got it. I was walking past and I went. But notice I've still got the stickers.
Wow,
The
that
truth, $2.
you know, that
Tim
increases
has over
the value by like
$300
$8.
in super chat.
Oh, big fucking deal. Tim doesn't even work. He can get $1,000 of super chats tonight. It makes no
We are
fucking
happy.
difference.
We are happy for
Shrocko,
Tim. It's
that
good
plastic,
for him
we're happy
to
for him.
exist.
plastic increases
Hope
the
he gets
value
more.
of that G-Shock by about $8 or $10.
Oh, I reckon 3.
Oh, really? I was a little
I'm gonna,
generous.
the full reveal now. I'm going to actually.
All right. Wow,
I'm
cool.
actually going to remove the stickers if I can figure
just
out
1
how.
minute there. The super chat. The truth, $2. Tim only cares about himself. Accept the truth, AC3.
I think
We
that-
all care about ourselves to
Yeah,
a certain
thank
degree.
you, thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul.
Can't even get the stickers off. Jesus, where's my knife? I need a knife. It's not a sticker.
Tim is in LA right now. He's being very active. You know, I think maybe that's why he's streaming
Yeah, it
a lot.
doesn't
Get these fuckers
Yeah,
off.
Correct.
doesn't matter.
Is that made of metal?
Yeah, I think so. Metallic plastic, maybe. Hang on.
Chrome covered plastic.
I'll be back.
Cool.
What a cool look at the steering wheel. That's what you need
Yeah.
there. That's cooler than a car, isn't it?
I don't
also
think
that's
I'll
cool.
ever own a G-Shock. I'm sorry.
Why is that?
I don't think
Well-
I'll ever own a battery powered watch. Sorry, I'm a
Not what you're
purist.
saying, eh? Okay. Okay.
I got the camouflage
Scratch the
one from 2017. It's a nice beater watch. I mean,
Yeah,
There we go.
I might get one for
Rocco,
a beat
show it-
runner.
Ah, look at that.
Oh, still won't come up. Get off the fucker.
It's not a terrible watch, but I must admit, it looks very trendy with the black there, isn't it? The black rubber strap.
Oh, it's a great daily thing. This is something you can wear and have
yeah, that one
zero
is
worries.
newer.
Does
Yeah,
it have
it's got-
both a
How
digital
much was that,
display?
Scirocco? How much
Does it
was
have
that?
both?
Oh, $500, I think.
Does it have both
I
digital
just-
display
Scirocco.
and analog?
Scirocco, are you going to claim the GST when you go out of the country? You kept the receipt?
It's not worth it. $50.
$50?
You know, if it was a Rolex claiming the GST, yeah, maybe. Whoops, where are we? There we go. I kind of like it. I don't know why. Just got to figure out how to set it all, and yeah, what bloody hell. There we go. Got to figure it all out later. There you go. So that's my new watch. Sorry, Archie.
That's great. That's great, man.
I brought a shitter.
You know what? I
That's
don't
a
get a
good
kickback.
shiver.
I don't get a kickback anymore from Omega or Rolex, so that's okay.
Right.
Do you
That has
get
stopped.
you get kickback from what the heck was the name of that watch you were promoting? That was hilarious.
Undone.
Yeah.
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 Super chat from the truth. From the
No
truth.
scratchy
Super
my
chat
back,
from
no
the truth.
scratchy your back.
The truth. Let's have a look. The truth. $2. Seems like you don't want to accept the truth, AC3. Look, what can I do? You know what? I run a little stream. To be completely honest with you, I'm not concentrating or focusing on other people anymore. They can do what they want. They
Thank
want to
you, Archie.
stream.
Yeah.
You know, if they want to stream. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm doing my streams, and as long as I get support from the audience, I'm happy to be here. If it doesn't work,
And,
you know what?
viewers have a
That
choice.
looks good on
Viewers-
you. That looks good on you,
That looks
Scirocco.
great on you.
Yeah, I think so. It feels okay.
Yeah.
Bit weird.
If it doesn't work anymore, I'll do something else. I can do Uber. Actually, I've just been told I got an email from Uber because I was registered with Uber. My car no longer qualifies. Okay. But I can do the Uber Eats delivery, and you know some of the guys, they can sample the food before they deliver it. What do you think of that? What do you reckon? Just sample a little bit, just a little bit.
I think Archie,
Eh?
you're not caring about everybody else's streams is better for your health.
Yeah.
And better for
Yeah.
better for your channel, because
Yeah.
I think in the end everything comes out in the wash. And if you just
100%.
concentrate on your stream, you know, the people that are going to stick with you are going to stick with you. They're going to fail on their own. They're going to fall on their trip over their own feet, and you're going to be still walking strong, and that's how it's going to be.
Yeah,
I firmly believe that. Tim, I watched for an hour and a half while he tried to get into that one jewelry store that producer Mike he does all those videos with.
Yep.
And he tried to get in, and they said, "Not now. We'll let you in a minute." And he stood out in front of the store for like an hour and a half, and I don't think they ever let him in. I gave up waiting.
Oh, you're joking. They didn't let him in.
He did. He
Did he
actually
try to
had
get
go.
in? Oh, well, good for him. Good for him.
What happened then, Bear?
Nothing. He took a pictures with the guy.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah, do you know the diamond guy that producer Michael goes to and has all those horribly tacky
Peter
aftermath-
somebody.
Marco.
I don't
Yeah.
bother
Peter
to
Marco.
remember the name.
Yeah. That guy. Somebody said that guy's worth 200 million. Producer Michael's worth 60 million. That guy Peter Marco is worth 200 million. He does big diamond deals.
I never even like his stuff, to be completely honest with you. It's not
tacky.
Well,
yeah.
He's always working with producer Michael, so he's just kind of like, this is, look at this, look at this, look at this, and he doesn't really educate much. He's just kind of showing off high-end stuff.
Producer Michael is a narcissist. What do you think, Bear?
Oh, that's a proper term.
Very much so.
If you talk,
it makes me look like an amateur.
Nothing.
Yeah.
You are irrelevant in that aspect compared to him. It's like the man is in love with himself.
He's a weird looking fucker too, though.
Yeah.
He's always got that. He's got that Hollywood. He pretends to care about everybody, but he only really cares about himself. Look, you know what I mean?
That's that whole Hollywood
Fakeness.
scene.
Like they're always doing the celebrity circuit. That's why I got to be honest with you. We've had our fundraisers. I think that's it. I got to concentrate on my own show and my own stuff and
keep plugging your thing, Archie. Occasionally
Yeah.
we can maybe talk about the watches. That would be nice. I always enjoy talking about watches with you, and The rest, who cares? Do your
Exactly
thing.
right.
I saw someone doing an analysis of producer Mike
Mhm.
when he was on a
The
plane.
German guy has a YouTube channel. He did analysis of ArchieLuxury too. You remember Archie? He did a
Oh
great
yeah,
Oh
job.
that's
yeah,
right.
Case Back
Oh,
Tim.
Yeah,
Case
that was
Back
good.
Tim, and he did great job on Archie, on TGV, and on producer
Fer-
Michael. And you could see he likes you, Archie. He actually
Yeah,
Oh,
likes you
absolutely.
because
he's very cool. That guy's very cool.
Be right back.
I got to tell. Yeah, no worries, Mike. I got to tell you, Bear. Tell me this with the you know Roman, don't you? Roman Sheriff? Or
I don't know Roman. Like I know Nico, but Roman I know only like indirectly.
okay,
Indirectly.
okay. And
What
actually,
about him? What
you never
about him?
dealt. You know, because he kind of made his own money, didn't he? Or how's he so rich?
Oh yeah. He's not so rich. Like, what's so rich, Archie? I don't understand when you say so rich. He has a decent company. Probably his company is worth, I don't know, 150 million, maybe $100 million with all assets and everything involved. He's got a decent cash flow, but he's not rich. He's just a successful businessman. I know.
You
I
think
know.
$100 million is not super rich now? Sirocco,
No,
$100 million, Bear.
Archie,
That's a lot of
with all due
money.
respect, I
100
know
million
carpenters.
I wouldn't say no to 10% of that.
Carpenters. I know plumbers who are richer than Roman Sharp. I know plumbing companies that make more money. I know electrician companies that make more money. This whole scene where they lease the cars, where they wear Supreme shirts, where they have a Louis Vuitton backpacks, it's all
Super
fucking show.
Yeah.
Don't be naive. This is not where the money is. These are modern car salesmen, nothing more than that. These are
And
people selling fucking used watches. Give me a
sometimes
break, man.
not saying for him, but some of the people who do that, they're just renting it for the camera. And that's what the analysis of producer Mike was, because he was on the plane. It was like a G6 type plane. He was on the plane like it was his plane, but he didn't understand how the plane worked, like certain interior aspects he didn't understand, which meant clearly it was not his plane.
And to fully appreciate what they're doing, they're selling the luxury items. They create the luxury appeal, the luxury dream. It is part of their appeal. That's what they need to do. So ultimately, they have to portray the rich look, rich ambience, the rich feel. Nothing wrong with that, but don't be naive. This is not like Roman Sharp is probably not. I'll guarantee you that my fucking plumber has more money than Roman Sharp. Fucking guarantee you that. That's all I'm going to say to wrap that up with either a super chat.
Here we
I
go.
know a
Super
few
chat.
plumbers are doing very well.
Grendel 62 $2. I'm cheap, but here's something, and I upvoted. Thank you so much, Grendel.
Grendel has always been a great supporter of the channel. Thank you very much.
Supporter. I got to tell you, that's an interesting concept, Bear. $100 million is not that special now.
$100 million company is nothing, Archie. We're talking company with all the assets, the building, and everything.
You're talking turnover, or what are you talking? You're talking net
No,
worth.
I'm not I'm not fucking net. I'm talking net worth.
Yeah.
You really think this guy's some kind of fucking rich guy? Come on, Paul. Like how much you think Roman Sharp is really worth net worth? What is his net?
What do you think, 20 million?
How much?
Here's the other
20 million US?
Not a fucking chance.
Here's the other thing.
Fucking chance.
More or less?
Less.
Here's the other thing to think
I
about.
see.
Most people who are rich don't go around saying they're rich.
Yeah.
Exactly. He has rich clients. I guarantee you that.
Yes, guaranteed.
But you telling me that he's worth 20 million? Fucking don't kid yourself. Don't kid yourself.
Yeah.
That's why Nico likes to fucking get into with you, because I don't want to say it, but I think you're doing better than Nico.
Bullshit.
I think you're doing better than Nico. Listen, it's all shtick. It's a spiel. It's a show. Don't be fucking naive, Archie. You really think that fucking used watch salesmen are loaded? What's wrong with you? They can do. Roman Sharp is probably one of the best. Talk to David S.W. and see how much is he worth. He's the most successful of all of them. Take into consideration, they have a staff, they have a taxes to pay, they have a heat to pay, they have so much shit to pay. They're selling a watches for like a Rolex watch. On Rolex watch, they make $500 to $1,000 a profit per watch. How many do they fucking sell? How many do they sell, Archie?
I understand what you're saying. The truth, $5. Many people like AC3. The truth is here to help AC3, but you need to accept the truth. Will you accept the truth, AC3? Panel is not for you.
I'm here for you, Archie.
Thank you. I got to tell you, Bear, you know what, Bear? I don't really care what other people have in that there. All I know is, right?
But I'm saying, let's do a math. Let's play this game. How many watches, like his goal was to bring his company to have a $300 million revenue, total revenue sales annually.
Yeah.
He did not even get close to it. So he's about 100 million, according to him.
It's 100 million turnover we're talking. 100 million turnover.
Who are we talking about? Who are we talking about?
This is Roman Sheriff.
Oh,
and don't forget, too, the margins in this industry are 5 to 10% at most. So if he sold 100 million, that means the net profit, the gross would be about, so $10 million gross.
Does he sell diamonds?
He sells a lot of luxury stuff.
He sells watches and they sell jewelry. So I say 10% from give him a 10%, okay? It's not 10%, but give it a 10%. So it's a 10 million bottom line, right? From that 10 million, he has to pay people.
He's going to rent off
traveling.
Overhead.
If he owns it or whether he rents it, he's got to pay some payment on the place.
Correct.
He's got to pay car costs, traveling costs, this cost, that cost. Plus that little smart ass next to him. That guy's not free.
The word overhead sums it all up.
What would he be on? 150? The guy next to that young guy.
Actually, I know who you're talking about. These salesmen are probably making about each $500,000 a year.
$500,000. Shit, you reckon?
I want to work there. Fuck.
Yeah,
$500,000. You reckon?
I'm guessing.
On commission?
Yeah, commission and everything.
Yeah. Wow.
Andrew, £2. Bear, don't tell Sirocco Arch is rich. He paid for lunch. Yes.
What I'm trying to say to you, Paul, if you just analyze it like that, don't even go deep. With 10 million of that, how much is it gone for everything you listed? What is left for Roman Sharp?
$1 million, say, if he's lucky.
So he's doing really well. I don't know if he's lucky, right? And this has been booming year, but there are years when they're not booming. There are years where margins are slimmer, where sales are not as high. There was a 2008. All this shit happens, and you still have to maintain that. Did you see how much staff he has? His shipping room, it's like a fucking 15 people there.
Yeah.
Do you see how heavy staff he is? I mean, he shows basically 5-6 people. They have they have a guy that does the Facebook, guy that does the Instagram, guy that is a fucking social media director, the vice president of the marketing. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Does he need that part?
Let me tell you this to illustrate what I'm talking. At one time, I worked at the Fairmont Royal York Hotel in Toronto.
Yeah.
Do you know how much money that hotel makes on average a year, profit?
How much?
Minus $100,000 to minus $200,000 a year.
Why would they do it then? Why would they do it then?
Because who makes money? The franchise makes the money. The franchise that fucking runs it. I'm going to tell you, my hotel is much more profitable than any of those big fucking hotels in the huge cities. You need to understand how the fucking numbers work. But they'll put a red carpet, they'll make a glitzy everything. Do you understand what are the top? Like my friend who was GM of the Waldorf Astoria in New York, he said before they take the first coffee in the morning, they're in a hole for $57,000 US. The first coffee before they sell, the first coffee in the morning, they start at minus $57,000 US a day. A day. So how many fucking rooms you have to sell and food to become profitable? The bigger the companies, the less chances of making serious money are there, because it's a very complex and difficult thing to do. And 100 million is a big deal, Mike. But Mike Hammer saying, but it's 100 million total revenue, guys. This is not 100 million bottom line. This is
it's not bottom line. To make 100 million, he'd need to do $1 billion turnover, wouldn't he?
Yes, exactly, Archie. Exactly.
The costs of $1 billion turnover are astronomical.
You don't watch the Timepiece Gentleman, but in one of his latest videos, they're going through this process in the morning and looking at their bank account. And they're looking and he's saying, oh man, we're so rich right now. And then by the end of the day, we're actually going to be broke. And that's the reality of their business. Cash flow is killing these people. Margins are slim. You know who makes money in watch business? Big companies. Rolex makes money and all these big companies, right? The flippers make money. The ADs make money. The gray market is not as profitable as people think. I have a great market friends. It's a tough business. Competition is high because also you're getting more and more people interested in this and becoming these small-time dealers, all these
mini dealers, these mini dealers. And the mini dealer, he doesn't have the overhead of the big shops. Does like Roman, look at these staff, look at his facilities. Those facilities would cost him, as you said, the Waldorf Astoria is $57,000 a day before you pour the first cup of coffee.
Exactly, sir.
It's actually funny.
I respect the guy, no question about it. He's a big name in the watch industry. He's a great seller and so on. But in reality, Archie, I don't envy him. It's a big headache and a huge risk. And he does well. You can see
it's funny you say that, Bear. I remember a friend of mine, this lady, she wanted to open a coffee shop. And I said, have you worked out how many coffees a day you need to sell to break even?
Excellent point.
I said, how many have you? I said, have you worked it out? Because I said, I think you'll find it's probably 200 cups a day minimum. Okay, I said, exactly. So have you worked out the rent, the staff? Because coffee's not free as well. You've got to buy the ingredients, and it's got to be better than. It can't just be instant because people won't come to you. They'll leave you very fickle, very fickle.
Pay your employees.
Exactly. So I said, you know, how have you? No, she didn't. She hadn't worked out how many coffees she needs to sell.
This is why so many businesses fail, because people run into it without full understanding what is complexity of running a business. It's not just the top of the pyramid where the top revenue comes in. It trickles down through the filter of so many challenges, and that's how you make the money.
Apparently, you know, all those businesses on Rodeo Drive, they apparently lose money.
They're there for marketing purposes.
They are there to get their name out there in that prestige location.
I owned a retail store. I owned a bicycle shop for 8 years. When I was 21, I took my life savings and bought in and was third owner of a mountain bike shop. And we had a very low markup, and we worked every day, 7 days a week, and I think I took in $9-10 an hour. And
I like that Aquaterra more. I like that Aquaterra more than that stupid Apollo 11. You know that?
Honestly, Arch, I'd never wear the Apollo 11.
Then why would you buy it?
Well, what watch is that, Sirocco?
That's an Equiterra.
Oh, is it Omega?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a sharp. That's a sharp-looking watch.
The
It's
only
great.
Omega,
Right. I don't wear it enough.
the only Omega that's investment would be some vintage Speedy.
321s.
Yeah, that
But
would be the
you know,
good
the funny
investment.
thing is, Bear, the most valuable Omega Speedmaster is the early series where they haven't had the dial or hands changed.
Yeah.
Hard to
Because
find.
when you take it to Omega for a service, they would automatically change the hands. That was what they
Oof.
did.
Oof. Yeah.
No, but this was in the 60s and 70s. This was even before they were. Nobody even realized this. Do you understand?
What
The
about
other
the
thing they
Snoop? What
often
about the
swapped-
Snoopy? Is the
the other
Snoopy
thing they-
worth anything?
Snoopy's a lot of money, but you know what? The Snoopy is a. There's been a number of Snoopies. Okay, there's a number of Snoopies they've had
Well,
there.
there's
But
only there are three Snoopies. That's it. There is
Yes.
original.
Yeah.
There is a silver Snoopy. There is a
Yeah.
black one with the blue Snoopy, and this new one.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Three
that's-
Snoopies.
I think I can get a discount on a Snoopy. I don't think any kind of a crazy discount, but
Snoopy sells crazy. It's like triple retail. If you can get a Snoopy, I think you made a mistake, Mike. They wouldn't sell it to you. I think you might be mistaken.
My brother owns a large company, and he buys maybe 50 to 75 Omegas from this one store every
Grab
year.
it, Mike. Don't waste your time here. Hang up. Go and get the fucking thing now.
I don't have enough money
I'm
now. I
taking
just
a toilet
spent all my
break.
money
I'll
on my
be right
fucking
back.
Rolex.
Borrow, put on a credit card, anything.
You can turn around and sell it the next day for double,
I'm
triple what
taking a
you bought it
toilet
for.
break.
quadruple.
Well,
now, quadruple.
I don't have the money
Give
right
it to
now.
Rolex.
I'm not liquid enough to do that.
All right.
He did get a haircut, didn't he? Well,
Who?
Yeah.
Archie.
But you know what I wanted to mention regarding all this. You know how easy it is in the Western world to pretend to be rich. I mean,
Or
you
poor.
can be mediocre. You can be mediocre. You can be just okay, and you can really make yourself look rich if you really want to. If that's important to you, you can.
A lot of people do it.
Nice shoes, nice suit, nice car, nice
You
watch.
can have it all without paying anything, without
it all on
fucking
the card.
committing anything. You can have an amazing house. You can have a swimming pool. You can have a fucking helicopter. You can have a fucking You can give impression that you are the Tsar, and you are not really rich. Or maybe you are wealthy rather than rich. Do you know what I mean, Doc? It's,
Absolutely.
it's
There was a famous actress, and I wish I could remember her name. Not too long ago, so she's probably about 40 now. But anyway, when she was younger, I want to say it was like Hathaway or something. She was dating a guy that she thought was a multimillionaire, and he turned out to be nothing but a con man.
There you go. There you go.
And it was in the news and very famous because of that.
And it's very easy. And for these companies and for these guys, they're doing their now YouTube channels and everything. They need to give the.
I want to make official announcement. All the watches that you guys saw in my channel are fakes. Are made in China.
I don't think so. I've seen the close-ups of them. They look pretty real to me. Oh, I've been accused of those things as well. That's funny. Yeah.
The interesting thing is, I doubt they make fake things like meteorite dials.
No, how? Yeah, that's.
I mean, that they'd be spending so much money to even try. It's like, okay.
Right. You know what? Actually, that's one advantage of buying a precious metal Rolex. Just by weight itself, you know that it's not fake. They will never use real precious metal to make replica Rolex watches. At least I never heard of.
Yeah, that would be dumb. It's kind of.
But yeah, I was just laughing.
You never know. This age, it might be possible, Bear. With the prices that the watches go, don't be surprised to see gold fake.
Well,
to make
Marcelo's making an interesting point that once upon a time, before the super fakes came along, they said it's not worth pouring that kind of money into a fake, and now they have the super fakes.
I've
So-
seen some super fakes, to be very honest with you, Doc, and I did not think they're that hard to figure out. I mean, start with the crown on a clasp. The bracelets are usually very easy to spot. I mean, even the feel of it, it's not exactly the same. But I can see if someone never handled the real Rolex, they could
Exactly.
be fooled.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
that I
To
can
me,
see.
the problem area seems to always be the coronet.
Yes,
When I look at
yes.
pictures of them and stuff. Now, I will
So
say
easy.
though, I have, because I'm into the vintage thing, I have the 1675, and my watchsmith says, "Oh, I happen to have a bezel." And then our good friend Austin pointed out that it was a fake bezel, that it had the hook twos. So even the watchsmith was fooled by that because it was faded. It looked right on the money, spot on for something from the 60s. You can't get fooled.
Well, I'm gonna say that vintage Rolex is probably easier to fake because, let's be honest, the quality of materials and everything else was not overly impressive.
You took the words of my mouth, Bear. You took
Modern
exactly what I
Rolex,
wanted
that's a
to say.
different story. There is such a perfection in the machining of the watch and the finish of the
Exactly.
watch and everything. That's hard to fake. This is why vintage Rolex or vintage watches are such a dangerous area if you're not knowledgeable or you have someone that can help you.
Because they can fake they can fake everything much better. Not only the watch itself, the papers, because it used to be paper, the paperwork
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
I think
really
Mike
need
is
to-
typing.
Yeah,
typing?
Mike is typing.
No, I'm done typing it. There's still clicking noises. It's not me.
Okay,
okay.
Mikey, that's okay, brother. That's okay. No worries.
I thought it was
Everybody-
Marcelo tap dancing at first.
No, I actually added the video now. I just did. I'm multifunction lately. I mean, so next year you guys going to see me in the stream like this because I'm getting like.
Well, we already see you like this. What's the difference, man? That's how we see you.
I'm shaking already.
Now, Archie, Sirocco, you asked Archie about that Omega. Well, he's not here. I want to say he has a version toward limited editions Omegas. He basically likes the very core professional Omega Speedmaster Professional, and that is it. Anything that strays away from that, he is not big fan of. But there is a lot of really nice limited editions. There's a really interesting. There's a Schumacher. There is a like this one that you seen is actually beautiful watch, and the two-tone is not really two-tone. It's more like a gilded. They use
Exactly.
the gold to
It's
I
a
agree.
gilt. Yeah.
to do the contours of the watch in a dial, and I think it's beautiful. I think it was limited to 5,000 pieces, which is
I believe 3,000.
or 3,000, which is not. People will say, well, it's not really limited, but yes, it is, because in all honesty, I was late to get it, and I was unable to do it. So, long story short, some limited edition Speedies are good investment. Just have to figure out the right price for them. They were
I thought when he told me £11,000, I went, because I know what they were new.
Yeah,
come on.
They do sell over retail. They do sell.
It depends on what you like. When I was in Tokyo at one of the hotels, the manager had on a Speedy that had a gorgeous blue dial. I had to ask him what it was. And of course, he was flattered that I was asking him about it because it was something he saved up for a year before he bought it. But you can still get them for 10 grand, and if it's something you like, it's something you like.
Here we go, Mike the Hammer, $10. Talk about Rolex being a non-profit foundation. They supposedly give away 90% of the profits. They don't reveal anything. I don't know how we know any of this stuff here.
No
they
one
have
knows
the Rolex Foundation.
It's all a mystery.
I think
Wow.
Stephen Monash, $2. Let Marspico speak for 20 seconds. I think you've done that one. CB, $5.
That happened while you're away.
Oh, we haven't done that.
Let
Marcelo,
Marcelo speak shit for 20 seconds. There you go,
Go ahead,
Marcelo.
Marcelo.
Speak. He's muted. Unmute him. There we go.
Big shit. I mean, I don't know if he shit, but basically I was actually in the same time that I was doing the both of the streams with Archie and with Tim, basically communicate with both of you guys. And regarding beside that I actually did a stream yesterday for 10 hours, and then today in the
20
morning
seconds.
I did it for 5 hours.
Mute him.
And then now I'm actually doing in the same time. I also doing the editing for another video that now I uploading the video to the cloud of YouTube, doing this video that's going to come later. Regarding that in after Archie finish, I'm going to do another stream, probably for 2 or 3 hours, and then again in the morning I'm going to do a stream 4 o'clock in the morning that I'm going to continue do it up to 4 or 5 hours, and then waiting for Tim. How long I can continue?
When do you cook food for people in your restaurant?
Today actually we're going to be quite busy. I actually have a table of 2 and a table of 5. This 5 supposed to be quite a heavy duty table. That's why I cannot do the stream.
Okay, CB,
during
$5. The Snoopy is only given to boutiques, and I have been waiting for 1 year from the AD. I bought the gold and platinum one. He has got 0 so far. There you go.
I don't have any chances of getting Snoopy, so frankly, I completely give up on that dream.
I'd have to
Rich
follow
Buddy
up
was
on,
trying to
on
get
my
one,
connection for the Snoopy. I have a brother who buys 50 to 75 Omegas a year from this one store for his company, and so I called them and told them who I was and asked them if they had anything special, and she mentioned that she did have a Snoopy, and if I wanted it, I could get it. And so that's all. That's as far as it went. I didn't have the money to buy it.
When was
This
that?
was about a year ago.
It's gone by now.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But she did say that there would always be one available for me if I wanted.
You know this, Bear. The funny thing is, Bear, for these people, you know, a lot of people don't realize, like, if the Rolex AD rang a lot of people and said you can have a Panda, they may not even have the money or the ability to get that money to get the watch.
I don't know about that.
Panda is nearly 18,000 Australian dollars. Not many people have that accessible. They don't have $1,000 accessible.
Put it on a credit card.
People who are in the know.
A lot of people are maxed out, Bear. A lot of people are maxed out, Bear. You understand?
People who are in the know do what they have to do to get it. People who are in the know.
Yes,
people who aren't in the know say, well, idea. I don't have the money right now.
Average Canadians, Bear, don't have much money. You know this? They don't have savings. They don't have emergency funds. Bear, I'm only a few super chats away from homelessness.
Ron the Shrink says you're starving already.
You know what I'm saying? Bear, this is not...
Archie, sell that Ferrari in your backyard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let me say this. I got to tell you... Actually, I do agree with you, Bear. One thing I will agree with you is I've had businesses myself. 2 things I'll never have in a business. You know what they are, Bear? I don't want to be stuck in a lease.
Good thinking.
I think like you know, these big shopping center leases, that is slavery. It's basically indentured slavery, okay?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing I would never want to do is have staff, Bear.
Well, if it's
now you can't avoid it in your business. You can't avoid it, okay? But what I'm saying is, for me, ideally, when you look at a business, in my country, staff costs are so expensive. And that's why so much stuff is offshored, like IT's gone offshore. The reason for it is because it's relatively, I mean, $60,000 salary is not a lot of money. That's Australian, not American. That's like 40,000 American.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't really get you a good life, okay? That's very ordinary, okay? But
it's not that bad. I mean, if you're not going
scraping
crazy,
along,
you're not going to get Rolex on that, Bear.
No,
probably not. Yeah.
Did you know though that the employer paying that $40,000 a year pays $60,000 a year to have that employee because he has employer taxes that he has to pay.
Well, there's also yes, correct. But the thing is, what I'm trying to say to you is, Bear, you're right. When you look at a business like Roman Sheriff's, where he's walking around with the Rolls Royce out the front and the chandeliers and all this stuff, you think, wow, this guy's doing so well. Maybe you've got to really feel sorry for him and say, fuck, I don't want the overheads. And you know what? It's a funny thing. It's like, they have a saying, in the poorer countries, the developing world, people say, wow, look at that Mercedes. Whereas in the developed countries, they say, fuck, how much does that cost to service?
The reason he make impression of a millionaire is also he mentioned in his videos, I bought this for $250, I bought this for $550, so you think how you have all this,
I think you're right,
like
Ben.
1
You
million,
honestly
10 million
don't think,
available.
tell me this, do you honestly think Nico, right? I like Nico. Let's be honest. Nick, he's a nice guy, right? Nico's a lovely guy.
So do I. I love Nico.
Do you seriously?
I like Nico.
Do you
on a
think he's
personal
not
level.
making £100,000 a year for himself?
He is. He's going to be making £100,000 a year. Yeah. So what?
The only thing I would say
that's a rich
is,
man. That's something that
I think he's
impressed.
trading health for wealth. He's had some hard.
Nico is also enjoying what he does. He's enjoying the whole activity. He's enjoying the fame. He's being a center of attention. He loves the comedy.
He's a
aspect
narcissist.
Of it.
He's another narcissist.
We all are. We wouldn't be here. We would not be want to be in a public eye if we don't have elements of it. Let's be honest. Even Mike, even Marcelo, Sirocco, not so much. Doc, I don't think so because he's always hidden somewhere. But you know what I'm saying, right?
Me for sure. I mean, I'm doing streaming like fucking 24 hours. I'm definitely.
Yeah, but Marcelo, that's not a good idea. I think for you, honestly, if I can give you some advice, slow down a bit. You've still got to concentrate on your restaurant business because you don't want that to collapse.
Do you know actually, when you're talking about slow down a little bit, what came to my mind?
Mm-hmm.
You do your shows always. What's early morning for you? Relatively
so I start from 10 o'clock till 12 to 1, between 12 and 1.
So 10 to 1 or 10 to 12, whatever, right?
Yes.
Well, no, you actually don't. You start at 9. Don't you start at 9?
No, because I've adjusted that because of daylight saving in America now.
Okay, fair enough.
But it used to be 9.
Don't you ever you do this 7 days a week?
Sure.
Don't you ever feel in the morning, I don't fucking want to do this today?
Every morning.
2 days ago was like that.
No, but seriously, to have one morning that you can actually just rest or do something that's not ArchieLuxury related. I just don't understand. For me, this is a break. I'm enjoying this. For me, this is fun.
Sure.
But for you,
I'd be
honest
with you, Bear. When I changed
360 fucking 5 days a week, a year, every day, every morning.
Yeah. Look, I'd be honest with you, Bear.
Be honest with me. Frank and honest.
Okay, I have tried so hard to get success. I'm not prepared to be arrogant enough to walk away and say, I don't want to do this. I've desperately tried to get audience and a bit of money coming in. This is the best I've ever done.
Okay.
This is the best I have ever done. I could never work it out. It took me so long. I got to be honest with you. The more success I have on the live stream, my paid reviews seem to have collapsed a bit.
Yeah, I noticed less and less videos coming as reviews. Okay.
So that's kind of
also
hurt that side of the business.
ArchieLuxury production. I'm talking ArchieLuxury channel. Is not as active. It's not
Well, I try and do a video a day. I try and do a Monday to Friday, 5 videos a week.
Okay.
If I do more than 1 video a day, it gets diluted. So I might one day make 5 videos. Boom, 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 boom. I have them.
With all due respect, Archie, I think that was the mistake you made with the Elite Luxury channel. Was that you uploaded all the interviews in 1 day?
True.
No, I released a few at the start with to have some core mass. Then I streamed them out twice a week. I was doing videos there, 2 or 3 video. It's you know what the problem with Elite Luxury is, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I'm getting fleas. I got to get away from the dogs. Okay, take that any way you want. I got to stay away from these old dogs. Okay, that was
I tried to do
you know what?
favor
You know
this.
what? I
spent
gotta
so
be
many
totally
hours
honest
just
with
to
you.
cover this,
I tried
you know?
my best. I tried my best with the young girl. She was an idiot. Okay, she knew nothing. Okay.
Mimiti. Oh no,
Yeah,
you're not talking. You're talking
yeah,
on Elite Luxury.
Mimiti.
Okay.
And then the other girls, look, they were okay, but you know what? Because they want money and they're not getting a share of it. They never had enthusiasm. They never gave their soul to the business.
Oh, what the fuck am I doing? What the fuck am I
Well,
doing?
I'm excited for you, Archie, to be getting out of your office and going to the London show. I think I'm excited for you to get out and do that. That's a change.
Yes, yeah. Bear, I got to tell you, also, the thing is, we've been in lockdown, so the formula changed. I got to be honest with you. I think, Bear, doing the shows, I used to actually, I'll be honest with you, it used to be so much better when I was doing an hour in the morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I could then have at least go out for lunch and do things in the day,
Right.
Let's
Now
stop.
you're doing
Let's
3
stop.
to 4
Let's
hours.
stop. Let's stop. But you know what, Bear?
Mm.
I gotta get the money. I gotta scoop up the money. Scooper or a scraper? Are you a scooper or a scraper?
In this case, it seems scraping, to be honest with you, and I understand that you have to. I'm not. I'm just saying. I feel sometimes like you need a break.
Well, I was actually going to pay Green Room to cover me $25 an hour.
Yeah, we talked about it.
I was trying to get that deal to happen. You know.
Look, as I kind of said, I don't want to really get financially
It's only
involved.
once a month.
And
It's only twice a month.
I don't mean that in a nasty way or anything. But like, if you really want to have a day off, like I'll have a go at doing the show, but I just don't really want to be paid to do it. Like I don't know because if you're paying me, the whole dynamic of it changes. You know.
Sure. I'd rather not pay, to be honest with you, Bear.
You know what? To be very honest with you,
Seriously, you might want a day off, but at the end of the day, when you do your live stream, people are here to see you.
Yes, that's a good point, Sir
That's right.
They want to see
Unless,
you.
of course, you bring Evil Wizard with you, then maybe it'll work.
Lose $5. Rocco, as a sailor, what do you think of Archie's excuses? You can't take that attitude to the open sea, right?
Well, that's a totally different kettle of fish. You wouldn't make excuses. You just get on and do it.
Have you ever had a mutiny on any of your vessels? A mutiny?
The mutiny.
No.
You've got to have a crew to have a mutiny.
Personal mental mutiny.
Yeah. Sometimes I swear at myself. More often than not, actually.
I got to tell you guys, seriously, look, Bear, I don't mind doing it. I wake up in the morning and I'd be honest with you, now that I'm not mentioning other people, that's actually helped me a lot. I'd rather not mention them. Because I'll be honest with you, right? I don't really dislike these people, right? They're okay. We're all flawed humans, right? We're flawed.
Yeah.
We're flawed.
And,
right?
and let's be honest.
You do seem happier, Archie, that you're not now ranting about the other people, you know, and what they've done to you and all this and that. You seem to have mellowed. You seem to come to a flatter.
Admittedly, it did bring in good money, Bear. It did bring in good money, and they did the same thing too to bring in money for them. They did it to bring in money, and I did it to bring. I'm just as guilty as they are.
Yeah,
but let's be honest.
It could basically you and them took advantage of dumbasses who were willing to pay to prove something, and that's cool. I mean, who gives a flying fuck? But it has to end because it just doesn't make sense anymore. It's repetitive and it's like the same shit over and over. you will continue to have your channel, and you'll be interesting from the different.
The other problem
angles
is by
and-
mentioning them, they're insignificant. You keep
Yeah.
mentioning them, and you're
Yeah.
actually bringing leads to them. You're bringing them leads.
You also encourage those who feel that by super chatting them, they're hurting you to super chat. While in reality, do you really give a fuck?
No.
But let's be honest in terms of the overall. Now that you're doing it every day, if you were to take a day off, it probably just doesn't feel right. I mean, at least while you're enjoying the channel and you're enjoying doing what you do.
Yeah, he is enjoying, which I'm happy to see you every day, Archie. Don't misunderstand me.
Yeah, and
I
you
just
do
thought
seem happier, Archie. You seem flatter and not as in agony as you were a few weeks ago. You know,
Well, I'd say it's a big difference between even when you were doing it a few times a week a few years ago. I think you're enjoying it, and we're creatures of habit. If you were to take a day off, it just wouldn't feel right, I bet.
Probably.
Do you think maybe the streams are maybe you're overdoing the length of the streams? Maybe you'd like to do it a little bit less.
Maybe that, or
There's
if
no
you did,
money.
maybe if you did find a good
I'd
host.
say honestly, it's hoovering. Okay, it's the longer you stream, the more
better
money
chances are somebody will show up and they will do the
It's
super
like you go.
chats and-
Let me put it into ship terms. It's like you go out with a prawn trawler. We put the big nets down. We drive around for 6 hours. Eventually, there'll be no fish left.
You're like one of those like automatic Roombas. You know those Roombas, those little vacuum cleaners that hover around for you.
Those
Maybe
super trawlers.
if you took one day off, but you had a really good host, like
Hammer,
maybe Bear.
$5. I'm here to tune to Doc's conspiracy theories and use of medical turmeric.
Anytime.
I tell you what, Doc, unfortunately, you don't realize how much you've hurt your credibility by recommending this turmeric.
I don't care. I don't care.
Hang on. I take turmeric regularly, and my doctor has nothing against it. Why
I don't
is there
care
a problem?
because there are few people who need it and they research it, and I know they're using it. And the people who don't need it or feel they don't need it, go about your business. No problem.
By the way, Archie, how much would you pay
What
me
are the
to
benefits of
to
turmeric?
do the stream on your days off?
I make the offer to you as well. It's $25 Canadian an hour.
$25? Are you fucking kidding me? So you're basically
cat.
paying me same like a green room?
Huh?
I thought I'm a YouTube star.
Sorry, I'm a little bit distracted by.
For Bear, I would
Come on,
pay
Marcelo, let it
$30
down,
an
let
hour.
it go,
That's
let
the
it
top
go.
of the-
Come on, let it go.
Oh, don't hurt the cat.
Is he
No,
eating
I
the
can't.
cat? Is that what's happening?
He's trying to get the
Oh, that's
bird out.
enough. Come on, put it down.
Where's the bird?
I think you
The
swallowed
bird
the
is
bird.
gone. The bird is gone.
That cat was not
Archie,
having
I'll do
fun.
it for $200 an hour.
$200 an
That's
hour?
my rate. That's my rate.
He's giving you a discount. He's giving you a
Do
discount.
you want me or no? Canadian, of course. I'm not greedy. $200 an hour, and the super chats are all yours.
Super chat.
Or I keep all the super chats.
CB, $5. I follow Doc's suggestion and take turmeric every day. There we go.
Me too. Me too.
What is turmeric? It's a
Holy
powder?
shit,
Is it,
CB, again
what
we're
is it?
connected.
Is it a
again.
powder or what the fuck is this turmeric?
It's a
I
plant.
take the pills that
The root from the plant.
with root, yeah.
I
can buy
take it
them
every
in a-
day, but
you
it's
can take it in a health
unfortunately.
store.
Yes.
I think, Doc, you kind of took the credibility of the turmeric away when you said it cured terminal diseases. It's an anti-inflammatory. That's about it.
Correct.
No,
No,
what
it
I said
doesn't-
what I
It's
said
not a
was that there
cancer cure. You said it cured cancer.
what I said is that in laboratory experiments it in a petri dish it stops progression of cancer and it sometimes kills the cancer.
I have to
And-
look carefully into any of these because of my artificial heart valve. Anything I take can affect my blood thickness. So any new thing I want to try, I have to investigate thoroughly. But
And-
turmeric sounds interesting.
And And what I also said was that there was a woman in England who was diagnosed with a blood-borne cancer. She received the standard chemotherapy and radiation, went into remission for about 5 years. When she came out, the doctor said there's nothing more we can do because we already gave you the chemotherapy. We can't do it again and it won't work. And then she just took mega doses of the turmeric and survived beyond the cancer and was cancer-free when they analyzed her, and she was written up in the British Journal of Medicine. That's what I said.
And that's where you fucked up.
What?
That's where you fucked up.
Oh.
Oh, because I mentioned the British Journal of Medicine?
No, because of that story, because that kind of goes too far. To be honest with you, it's kind of, it is anti-inflammatory and has some good side effects and so on. Stick it with that and don't worry about it.
Well, that's what it's primarily known for.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you want to talk about tonics or super things. Apple cider vinegar fixes damn near any ailment and anything you can possibly have. Gets rid of athlete's foot to rashes to you can drink it and it fixes internal ailments. I mean, probably
but all I said was that there are multiple studies showing that turmeric in a petri dish has an effect on cancer cells. You can look those up.
He made $70,000 and he didn't even say happy birthday.
No, the fucker, the cocksucker.
I mean, come on. What's wrong with that kid?
Where did this come from?
Andrew, £2. Is Doc's advice insured? When do the aliens come?
Well, you know what? You can't sue Pfizer either.
True.
So there you go.
Bottom line. Guys, we are only 7 likes away from 100. There is 215 people watching. Could you please help us out and upvote and get us over 100? Much appreciated. Thank you.
Super chat.
Oh, I got to click on like. I'll do it. I'll add one.
Thank you very much, Mikey.
CB, $5. Parmesan
Here
cheese
we go.
has proved to be a good lover. Parmesan cheese has proved.
There we go. There's one more. There's one more.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
I know Joe Biden's son was smoking it. I don't know if it was helpful.
The truth, $2. Doc BBW is as credible as Dexter Lexter.
Ooh.
And Mike David, $5.
No, he's just
New
trying
Zealand.
to be mean.
Break out the crystals, Doc. Mike.
Are you talking about me?
No.
I don't know who he's talking about.
I don't know who he's
How are you
talking
doing with the
about.
drink, Archie? Are you going to have another drink?
You know what, Bear? I got to tell you there, Bear.
You're going to cut back?
Yeah, I think that's enough I've had for today. I had a really...
No more?
No, that's about it.
Was
Bear,
it good?
we've got another... it was okay. We've got another half an hour to go. Final half hour.
Sure.
I want to say, Bear, the truth is...
Should we talk some watches maybe? Or what do you want to... What do you want to... What's the topic?
I wanted to say to you, Bear, the reality is, since I've had
Did you want to ask me when am I going to sell all my watches before I die?
I want to ask you something else, Bear.
Oh, cheery.
Thank
you. Do you ever notice customers' watches when they talk to you or see you?
Yes. Very much so.
Anything interesting you've seen? What's the most interesting thing you've seen?
Well, I've seen some interesting watches for sure, but let's hit super chat and then
Super chat for CB. CB, $5. Archie, what does this mean? Viking Parmigiano Reggiano cheese makes you hard as a rock.
Interesting.
I mean,
is that true?
Makes you hard.
Marcelo, you would know this. That's your area of expertise.
Yeah.
Parmigiano Reggiano cheese.
Parmigiano Reggiano.
Could I get a sample?
Lunchtime drink, Arch. There we go. Sirocco, $10. Thank you, Sirocco.
Well, there you go. Now you have to have a drink.
I'm going to have a special drink.
It is a Friday, Funday.
I'm going to have a special drink. I'm going to have a drink from my good friend, Perth Luxury.
Ooh.
And good luck, Perth. Good luck, Perth. I look, I know he's upset because he sent a lot of whiskeys to me, and I didn't give him the love he wants.
I do just want to mention that I apologize to many of our viewers in the chat that I'm been ignoring the chat because it's filled with hatred tonight. Archie released some real idiots, and I don't have interest in reading that. So guys, forgive me for not. Usually I kind of keep an eye on chat, and tonight it's just nasty. This fucking guys, couple of them are sick fuckers, man. Total sick fuckers. And I don't want to delete them because I want everyone to be able to see what a
This is my favorite Scotch because it came
disgusting
from
assholes they are.
Perth. It came from Perth Luxury.
When?
So this is the sweetest.
When did it come from Perth?
This is when we were friends.
Oh, okay.
Archie, you do me a favor?
Yes.
Archie,
Super chat, super chat.
can you give Ron the shrink the wrench? He's on
It's
the
time.
chat all the time.
It's time.
He's been supportive. He's been working hard.
Sure.
Let's give Ron the shrink the wrench, okay?
Most of the
At
time, he
least-
doesn't abuse it. Most of the
He
time,
never
it's good.
abused it. No,
I'm
no,
kidding.
True.
Rod knows I'm kidding.
So
You know the reason that
not you, Nato. Nato, you're a cool man. You're a good guy, honestly.
the
I
reason
love
that
you,
Ron
Nathan.
most should have a wrench is because he says I don't really need it.
Ron the shrink, Archie, he just typed, can you do that for me, please? Just so we have actually somebody that does the job, not using wrench for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, I would trust a wrench in Bears.
Ron, can you type a couple of times just so
There's
Archie
a couple
can
of super chats, Archie.
Or give a wrench to Scirocco.
Okay, it's done.
No,
done.
don't give me a wrench.
Done.
Thank
It's
you.
done.
Thank you very
Oh.
much. Okay,
Okay.
and we have some super chats, boss. Please.
Leadzilla. Put that drink down. Put that drink down. Put that drink down.
Somebody else chatting in Indian or some other
Okay.
language.
And we've got here Stephen Mace Monson. Monash. $2. Kun Archie. Kun Kwanap Bong Zing. Boom Zing. Na Krap.
No
Interesting
crap.
pronunciation.
Is that
No
Indonesian?
crap. I understood the no crap.
It's Thai.
Is that Indonesian?
So basically, let's try to translate this one. Kun Archie. Fucking
Archie.
Archie. I would say fucking Archie. Kun, fuck off and don't take any crap. That's my translation of this. Fuck you, Archie. Fucking don't take any crap. Am I right, Stephen Monash? Did I
Hey, sounds
translate
about
this
right there. Sounds
There you
about
go.
right.
That's a bear translator right there.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
So I got to say, guys, seriously, Bear, I want to ask you this. Do you, when you employ staff, do you look at what watch they're wearing? Does it change your influence? When you're employing somebody and they're wearing a certain watch, what does it make you think? Does it change your perception of them?
When I employ somebody and they wear a nice watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe only from the perspective that I would probably start conversation to see how they feel about that watch, but it would not necessarily reflect on how I see them as a professionals.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
it.
That's valid.
What's the most
I mean, if
expensive
the
watch
performance-
you've seen
if
on
the
somebody's
performance is
wrist?
Good, that's what you should be basing your professional opinion on, and then their watch preference is a different subject.
Okay, next question, Bear. Most expensive watch you've seen on somebody's wrist in your establishments?
The Richard Mille.
Wow.
Did you say,
The most expensive.
did you say nice watch? What did you say?
Yeah, of course. I mean, the guy is actually a friend of a friend, and he is wealthy man. He owns. I'm not going to say what he owns. I'm not going to go there. So it's just.
Is
for
he
the
more than
community.
$20 million, Bear?
His yacht is about 25 million. So Richard Mille is for him probably like sub for you and I.
I don't know if it's true, but Jen said that he knew an a-hole with a Richard Mille, and so he just went up to him and said, "Nice hubla." I don't know if that was true, but I thought it was funny when he did it.
Bear.
Yes.
If you,
I'm getting ready.
how
to
many?
spin.
how many times, how many times, Bear, have you said nice Submariner and they don't know what you're talking about when you see someone?
No, actually, it does happen maybe once that happened to me. I remember once that happened. I don't really even fucking pay attention to Rolex. It's like, to me, seeing Rolex is just like seeing an Apple Watch. It's not really big deal.
You know, just the other day, I ran into a guy at the store, and he was wearing a Hulk. And I said, "Wow, nice Hulk." And he
Full
goes,
screen.
"What?" And I said, "That watch you're wearing is called the Hulk." And he goes,
Yes.
"Oh, I don't know. I bought it 5 or 6 years ago." And I go, "Dude, did you realize that you're wearing a $40,000 watch?" And he's like, "No, man. I just bought this thing like 5 or 6 years ago for, retail." And I said, "You go home."
40,000 might be a bit much, Mike. Mike, I thought they're about 30, Bear, aren't they? What's a
I think
Hulk?
I think I might have said 30.
Bear, what's the Hulk?
But
The Hulk is right now going for about 30 Canadian.
yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Anyways,
okay,
he
yeah.
was quite pleased to hear that his watch that he wouldn't really put much thought into was worth.
Green room, $2. Bear, spin around in the chair fast.
Woo!
Ooh.
There you go, sir, just for you.
I felt the swirl of wind from here.
There you go. I wouldn't do that for anyone else but for you, Green Room.
With difficult customers and difficult people you have met.
Don't make me do it, Green Room.
This is inside and outside business. Have you noticed that they have more luxury watches, or do people who are pain in the asses normally not have a luxury watch?
Actually, people with the luxury watches tend to be kind of actually nicer customers, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised now that you made me think about it, which is not going in line to what you and I usually say, how this hobby is full of douchebags.
Narcissists, yes.
Right. But I think it has a lot to do with how they want to be perceived, how they want to be, what their persona is in real life, because they're not hidden behind the desktop or their laptop. They're actually facing you, so they want to perform. They want to impress you from top to bottom.
I suspect
Three-handling wench, $2. I got three-handers missing wrench, $2. I want a wrench.
The wrench are going to be only given to people who are actually going to use it for the right purpose. Thank you all for understanding.
Should we give Sirocco one?
They get it the old-fashioned way. They earn
Sirocco.
it.
Sirocco is a guest. Sirocco doesn't need
No,
one.
I don't need I don't need a wrench.
Okay. You need a wench, not a wrench.
I need a
He
wench.
needs a
That he does. We all do.
Stephen Monash, $2. Scream, Green Room, and Bear Spin same time.
Okay, are you ready, Green Room?
Hang on, I'm just going to cheat here and turn my audio up.
Okay. Tell me when you're ready so we can do it. You ready?
Do a counter rotation.
Go.
Whoa!
There you go.
That's it. There we go there. Big Lady Boys, $2. Archie, we miss you long time. Come back, Patia. Thank you so much. I got to tell you, Bear, seriously,
How natural that came out. I think that's hilarious.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Bear, I got to tell you, man, 15 minutes to go. I like doing the show with you, Bear. It's never dull show with you.
Thank you.
I don't dislike doing the show. I quite look forward to it.
I'm happy that you're enjoying. That's important, Archie, because if you're actually enjoying what you do for a living, you're a rich man.
That's correct. You're very true there. Tell me this, Bear. Oh, sorry. Three-hander missing wrench, $2. Tim took my wrench. He is a meanie poo.
Meanie poo. Meanie poo. That whole wrench situation at that channel is tragic. It's a disaster, honestly.
Archie, you got 15 minutes left. I'll soften the blow and
see you later, Snake. We love
early.
you, man. Come again. Great to see you happy, man. We want to be happy, be cheery.
It's always an honor to be on your show, Archie. I love you, man.
And by the way, Mike, just start planning your escape to the Philippines or Thailand. Get out of the Western world. There's nothing here for
Okay.
you.
I'll
There
grab
is
my
nothing
dad.
for you.
I'll grab
We've
my
heard that
dad.
before.
We'll go. We'll bail.
Just go, man. Go. There's nothing for you
Sirocco,
here.
I love you. Green Room, Marcelo,
Yes.
Bear. Arr! Love all you guys. See you later.
Mikey,
Take it easy,
so
Mike.
nice to have you on the show. Thank you, sir.
I got to tell you, Bear,
I love
seriously, Mikey's a
I love
great
Mikey.
guy. He's a great
Such
guy.
a
I want to.
good heart, good soul, man. Good.
I wanted to
soul.
say something that I think everyone can agree with, and that is that the Bear brings out the best of AC3.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Insider
Yep.
information: $2. Marcelo should do Brazilian belly dancing for 20 seconds, not for $2. Bear, I want to ask you this:
$2
Did you
is
ever
not
did you ever think about maybe buying your dad a Hasselblad again? Would you buy him another one?
I don't think that's something at this point. He's a 85-year-old man, Archie. I don't think that's
Yes.
something that he
Could even
that he
use.
needs. Right now, my dad appreciates my weekly calls. We spend long time chatting. We reminiscing about our lives and our past together. He's my role model. He is a man that still shares a lot of wisdom, a lot of special thoughts.
Yes.
And I think it's just taught me again that as we get older, the material possessions and wealth become less and less and less important. We are going through life obsessing of saving money, becoming wealthy as possible, and then we get to the stage in life when that becomes completely redundant and unnecessary. If he gets his soup and if he gets his comfort and warmth and TV, that to him is sufficient. He's not looking at the other
Hey
things
Timmy,
like.
how are you?
Hey guys, how's it going, everybody? Bear,
Hey,
sorry for interrupting you. Bear was telling
Don't
the story.
Yeah.
No,
that's-
it's okay. I pretty much wrapped it up. I mean, it defeats the purpose, Archie, because it's not perceived anymore like you and I would look at those things now, right?
You know what model Hasselblad did he have? Did you know what model? Like a 500?
I don't,
You
Archie. I'm
know.
sorry. I don't.
Yeah.
I know
That's
you
the
are
only-
into it.
You can buy them cheap now, Bear. They're at
Can I
like
show you watching
$1,000 or something, I think.
It would mean nothing
Roman
to me.
yeah.
The only thing
Let's
that
do
would
both,
make
let's do
sense
both.
is replacing the exact same model.
Hoff on
That
Smash
could
$2.
be, yeah.
Kim's co-host debuted their own stream
Debuted.
today. Who's starting their own stream, Tim? You got to keep them under
Oh,
control. What's
well,
happening?
from what I understand, Jonathan and Swiss, they created an alliance to go to war with me.
What?
that?
Yeah.
What?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. There's something is brewing. Something is brewing, guys. I don't know.
They're
We'll see.
copycats.
I don't know. I've been too busy. With the whole.
The truth, $2. Tim shows up at the end so he can drop the link. There's no dropping links at the end of this show,
No
Bear,
link.
is there?
I'm not doing a show after this.
Actually, listen, I want to say something about when Tim is here. Tim is our friend. Tim
Tim is
can
our
drop
friend.
the link at the beginning, at the middle, at the end of the show. We support Tim.
Yes, we
Timmy,
do.
you're our
Thank you,
friend,
Bear.
okay? Understand
Thank
this?
you, Bear.
You are our
Hey,
friend.
Archie. I've
Yeah.
got
Honestly,
Ryan.
I brought two pieces. I want to show you two watches. You guys want to see some
Yes,
watches?
give us a look. Give us a look. Give us a look.
Let's see. Well, first of all, let me flip the camera.
like it's a watch channel.
The wristwatch channel. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh,
So what we got here?
Epijorn. Oh my goodness,
Yes.
look at that.
Flip
This
chat.
is
Oh.
an FP Jorn.
And that's a black dial.
Yes, that's a black label.
Boutique exclusive. Oh, fuck, yeah.
Yes. Remontier
Gorgeous.
de Guilletier. Beautiful. Beautiful.
I love it. Can we see
This
the
is like-
back? Can we see the back?
Are you guys ready?
Look at this, Archie.
Incredible.
Gold, solid gold movement. How beautiful
Solid
that is.
rose gold movement with a deadbeat seconds on the back.
Wow.
Look at that.
Wow. See, I never been huge fan of deadbeat seconds, but on a watch like this, it makes sense. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it's not fooling you. It's not looking like a quartz because other instruments and other everything indicates that's a proper watch. So this is just so fucking amazing. Amazing.
Exactly, Ben. And it's on the back, and it's got the remontoire constant force escapement.
Archie,
Incredible.
you love this. You must love this.
It's a great looking watch, Bear.
How'd you
Mike-
get your hands on it, Tim?
Mike David, $5. Tim thinks he's starring in the Truman Show.
You know what?
Good
Let's be
morning.
honest, I mean,
Good morning, good day, and good afternoon to all of you.
and guys, this is Cars and Chrono's latest pickup. Romain Gauthier.
Holy
This
shit.
piece
Wow.
is limited to one. This is a limited edition, one of one, guys. It's got fusee chain
I have one of those.
Holy
mechanism.
cow.
Yeah. With no, you're not gonna believe this. This is crazy. So it's got this tiny little crown that's for setting the time. But the way you wind this watch is by pressing this button. So let me change hands. I'll show you guys how mind blowing this system is. So what you'll see, actually, let me wipe this. Sorry. That way you'll see it a little bit better. Check
Awesome.
this out. So what you'll see, this tooth comes out and winds the mainspring.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you just
yeah,
press
yeah,
the
yeah.
button to wind.
Look at that. That is like a toy, like a toy.
Believable.
And you said, Tim, it's a one of one.
This edition is one of one. It's got a special, like a bead black. I don't even know what the. This is a special titanium case that's been treated in a really unique way to resist oil.
Super chat, super chat.
Super chats. Me too. $5. Did they get that watch as part of the weekend Lambo rental deal?
Cars and Chrono doesn't. That's a wealthy guy, Archie. That is a
Oh,
wealthy.
yeah, no.
What do you think of that two-piece meal deal?
Timmy, just out of curiosity, if it's not a huge secret, what does Cars and Chrono do for a living? Where does he make his money?
Who fucking knows? I mean, it's impossible to tell.
The guy is fucking loaded, man.
You know what?
thought
He
he-
might be brand representative for Vacheron with the amount of pieces he sold for them.
No kidding,
And-
Archie.
and-
I'm talking.
Man, they treat him like the
amazing.
CEO. Oh my God, like they.
Yeah, I
freaking
could see
love
that.
him.
I could see that. Well, he's a
I thought he
likable guy.
retired early. I thought that's what he did. He's enjoying
Who
life
knows?
now.
I mean, all of that, and it's impossible to tell. Like, did I
And
actually
through all-
paint doors? Which is, yeah, I did. But
Just don't drop it. Don't drop it.
Who owns that F. Pigeon? Chris?
that's his also. That's no. That's both Cars and Chrono. That's what he was wearing today.
Can you
to go
tell
and
him,
pick up.
please? Can you just tell him
Yeah.
that I actually start to hate him?
Yeah.
I'm
Out of
actually
jealousy.
jealous. I am jealous.
Jealousy.
Bear is saying that he's starting to hate
Jealousy.
you because he's so jealous.
Hey, what's up, Bear? Hey, guys.
Hi, buddy.
Hey.
Nice
What's
to
going
see you.
on?
Enjoy your dinner, guys.
Hey,
Enjoy your
Chris.
dinner. Hi,
How's it going?
Chris.
How's it going? Give us your watch. We'll do a little bit comparison.
You haven't made it. You haven't made it
Yeah.
until Bear hates you.
Yes.
There you go. There you go.
It is
That's it.
a badge of honor in the community. All right,
What
so
is that? What is that?
that
Solid
is
gold.
a root
DMT.
beer.
Root beer. Solid gold.
Nice,
Yes.
man. That's a beauty.
Oh, yeah.
That's a beauty. That's a beauty.
Archie
There's never
knows the
anything
sweet.
wrong with
He knows
that.
the sweet.
Such a
Look
nice
at that.
colors, Doc. Such a nice
What do you
colors.
think? It's beautiful, right?
Of
It
course.
There's never any-
What are
never
you
anything
wearing,
wrong
Timmy?
with a
Daytona?
root beer.
I'm wearing the Daytona.
Right on. Nothing
Yeah,
wrong with
this
that
is for
either.
Rolex. I'm wearing it for Rolex. Rolex said he wants to take a look at it because he's been chasing one for a long time, and he wants to see whether it's worth the hype or whether it's just nonsense.
It'll be painful for him once he sees it. He'll know it's worth it.
It is organized, no question about it.
Really?
When
I'm
is
starting
Rolex
to
coming?
love the watch again. Tomorrow.
Cool.
Tomorrow, actually, for the after show.
I just want to let you know, Timmy, while you're doing this, Archie's stealing the leads. I can see him. He's
Archie.
doing something. I think he's texting to
Steal
Cars and
this
Chrono.
lead. Archie,
Are you texting
lead.
Cars and Chrono?
That's right.
He
I'm working
is.
the leads.
And he's
the
doing
leads.
something. He's doing something with. He's
Oh,
doing something with Google. I don't know what's going on. He's doing something with Google and taking those leads.
let me show you guys our self-defense weapon. This is our bodyguard right here. By the way, I have to be careful not to cut my own fingers off with this thing. Whoa. Look at that.
That looks mean. That looks mean.
That's Bear's tooth. This is one of his tooth.
Claws.
Claws.
One of the claws.
Get caught with that
Mess
over
with the
here in a
bear.
bar, and you're going to be locked
Hey,
up.
you get caught with a pocket knife. Sirocco, you get caught with a bloody pocket knife, you're in trouble here, Australia.
fucked,
You know,
yeah.
you know that, Sirocco.
Yeah. I just said, yeah.
Why are you
Fucking
nanny
hell.
state here? Why?
Why the fuck do you need that in your pocket?
Tim, do not mess with that.
Okay, they're telling me not to mess with it because I'll cut my finger right off.
Yeah.
This looks
So they have to treat you
That
kind of
would be
like a
good
kid.
content. Tim, do that. It'd be good content.
You're not allowed.
What's
That's
for
exactly
dinner?
right. Sirocco, you can't have
My
that in
enemies
Australia.
better watch-
Queensland is very tough.
Timmy,
Fuck,
what's
you-
for
you-
dinner?
they'll
What's
fucking
for
lock you
dinner?
up and throw away the key.
Oh, we had a bit of I tried not to eat too much, so I just had a bit of a French fries, one shrimp, and I don't know, like a piece of steak. So,
Okay, important
Yeah.
advice for you if you want to be YouTuber. When somebody takes you for dinner and lunch, you eat for 2 days. Okay? That's what YouTubers do. Don't fuck around. No,
And if
keep
they don't-
eating.
If they don't
That's
finish
right.
their rice, you eat their rice.
And if they fucking change the time, you complain about your parking to them, okay? No fucking around.
there's some solid advice here, Bear. I'm gonna make sure to use it today.
Right on. It looks so
That's-
nice
that-
there. The weather looks
Yeah.
nice and warm. You're in good
That's what
place.
me-
When are you leaving?
We're not gonna be here for much longer.
Now, how long are you staying in Southern California? He's saying.
Till Monday.
Okay, so
So-
nice. You have a whole weekend to have fun. What's the plan for tomorrow?
Oh, tomorrow we're gonna have a massive meetup with a lot of the viewers who live in Southern California.
Nice.
We'll have
man.
Rolex live on the air, meeting
Nice.
up with me. We're gonna have Alex. We're gonna have Mossy. Watch Mamba said he'll come out. We've got a few more gentlemen. We're gonna all go to a really nice, relaxed restaurant and talk watches, and also cars. We're going to some car event in the morning. So
And a friend of mine said the weather's going to be perfect.
I hope so. My first day when I just arrived, the weather was garbage, but it's really cleared up. Today was quite warm.
He said it was supposed to be a sunny weekend. That's what he told me. I don't know.
Yeah. It's gonna be amazing. I'm not wearing shorts though.
No pink shorts, eh?
Someone just
No
saying
pink
that
shorts.
black thing, that black watch he had there was $220,000.
That's right. This one right here. Yeah.
Archie, he's got these are like a dimes in a dozen for him. This guy has a fucking brutal collection. Brutal.
And he's selling his pieces, guys. He's getting out of out of paddock. He's moving beyond paddock. What do you think? Is that crazy?
Ooh, now Archie's gonna tell him now that it's not only Bear that hates
Still got
him.
the salmon dial.
Tell him now
Exactly.
Archie hates him too, please. Tell him Archie hates you too. No,
Okay,
tell
guys.
him now. He needs to know. Tell him now.
Paddocks in his collection is a bit of a like filler. But he will keep
Okay, I don't care. Wait, what's Marcelo eating? What are you eating there? Popcorn. Is it making popcorn? Okay. Guys, we're gonna wrap up.
Super chat.
We're gonna
Super
one more.
chat.
Andrew, £2. Archery hates Tim is eating out dinner. Saw one. Thank you, guys. We're
Thank
gonna
you,
wrap
Andrew.
up. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow we'll be here for Funday, Saturday Funday. It's another fun day.
Monday,
tomorrow.
Hey guys, don't forget to thumb up on the way out. Give us a little like.
Like, subscribe,
Please,
tell your
guys.
fucking friends, leave a nasty comment below.
Yeah.